these guys off the field. And then what else do you have on this awesome Thanksgiving list that you got?
Well, you saw my picture on Twitter/X of my plate. I'm a one-hit wonder. I'm like Vanilla Ice.
That's quite a hit, dude.
I'm the Vanilla Ice of this radio broadcast.
Okay.
Just a one-hit wonder. One plate, but if you noticed on that plate, there was some stuffing/dressing. So my last key is serve some special dressing today. The special teams have to come up. Let's face it, they got their hands full today. The Raiders, the one positive aspect of this team has been special teams. The return game, kick return, punt coverage, kick coverage has been top 5 in the NFL. So we got to serve them some special dressing, send them on their way.
Well, there you have it. I hope you're still hungry because Dana just fed you. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders, and the Chiefs will try to protect Patrick Mahomes against Max Crosby and his teammates as well on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
The Chiefs and Raiders. Kickoff from GEHA Field is next.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So, you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile.
See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
What does it mean to be the official information technology provider to the Chiefs? It means everything. Technology Group Solutions makes sure everything runs flawlessly for the millions of fans that attend games and the hundreds of millions of fans that comprise Chiefs Kingdom around the world. Technology Group Solutions can deploy that same dedication, problem solving, and incredible service to ensure your business runs smoothly. Technology Group Solutions, powering Chiefs Kingdom and ready to do the same for you.
Are you ready to get in the game with Shelter Insurance at the home of the Red Kingdom? You can win a VIP game day experience in Kansas City that includes seeing Mitch Holthus in action. All thanks to Shelter Insurance. Participating Shelter Insurance agents can register you in the drawing for this dream package. So visit shelterinsurance.com/get-in-the-game to find out how you can sign up. Shelter Insurance, for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Nobody covers the National Football League.
They give Mahomes time for the end zone. He throws it. It's caught. Touchdown!
Like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. Our team of former players, coaches, and front office executives like Pat Kerwin, Jim Miller, Rich Gannon, Alex Smith, and Hall of Famer Bill Polian brings you closer to the game. If it's happening, we are there. Live from the Scouting Combine in March to the Draft in April. And in the summer, SiriusXM NFL Radio takes you to all 32 training camps. We connect you with the history of the game on stage for Hall of Fame weekend. Hear all the primetime play-by-play action from opening night through the Super Bowl.
Spectacular in every way. Confetti flying in the air.
Your 24/7 home for the NFL all year long. SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Wow, incredible harmonics from the Bonner family singing the national anthem. I talked about chills down my spine. I've got them now. What an incredible job of singing the national anthem from the Bonner family and the Gladstone Fire Department, also representing the colors. So this afternoon, we're going to hear in from Josh Klingler very shortly as the Chiefs against the Raiders. Noah Gray will be one of the captains. Why not? Mr. Touchdown with 4 TDs in 2 games. Mike Dan will represent the defense, and James Winchester will represent special teams. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to an exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Max Crosby, of course, will be a captain for the Raiders. I saw Charles Omenihu in prayer in the end zone. Same with Isaiah Pacheco. You know how grateful they are to be back on this field off injured reserve. The pride of Oklahoma Baptist University is got our a coin toss. Clay Martin.
Heads and tails. It's your call.
Tails.
Tails. Tails is the call. It's tails. They're going to defer. You want the ball. Which way are you going to kick? Stay exactly where you're at. Raiders have won the toss and will defer. The Chiefs will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Second straight week, the Chiefs have lost the toss, meaning they'll have the ball first as the Raiders do defer their choice to the second half. Let's check in now with Josh Klingler.
Patrick Mahomes makes his way down the sideline to your right, firing up the fans in the end zone as we're set to go on a gorgeous afternoon here in Kansas City. 36 degrees. The feels like temperature says 41, but I'm guessing that's over on the Raiders sideline. The Raiders sideline currently in the sun, the Chiefs sideline currently in the shade, but a very pleasant afternoon here at Arrowhead. Meanwhile, the turf. This has been the equivalent today, guys, of what would be the divisional round of the playoffs. So a lot of football has been played on this field between, obviously, the Chiefs and KU. Not scheduled to be maybe resodded until after the Charger game. So a few bumps, but it looks pretty good, all things considered. It's had a lot of football on this field this season.
Yeah, Travis Hogan's crew has done an excellent job with this Bermuda ryegrass mix. So the Raiders will kick off to start the game. Daniel Carlson, one of the best kickers in the business, will have the opening kickoff. And it's brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs, providing excellent care for Chiefs Kingdom. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. Right in the middle of the pack is Carlson with his touchbacks. He has 29, while back deep will be Samaje Perine and McCole Hardman. Remember, Perine started things off in Charlotte last week with a 57-yard kickoff return. We'll see how the Raiders choose to play this. The Raiders will work from left to right. They've done us all a favor by putting silver numbers on white jerseys.
Yes.
So it's like putting white gravy on white rice, okay? That's just what you got here. It's going to be hard to read these numbers. The Chiefs, of course, in those glorious red tops with the white pants, the gold trim, the arrowhead on the side of the helmet. Sign of class when Lamar Hunt brought the Dallas Texans of the AFL North to Kansas City in 1963. So Carlson ready to kick it, and the ball blows off the tee. But you mentioned special teams.
Yeah.
The Raiders have lost 7 in a row, but it's not because of special teams.
Yeah, special teams, particularly the kickoff coverage, they are top 3 in the NFL, only giving up just under 24 yards per return. So if they opt to kick this into the landing zone, they've been pretty solid as a unit thus far.
Carlson, a craftsman, as a kicker, kicks it away. High spinner, angling far side. It'll be taken on the fly at the goal line. Perine wastes no time, gets across the 20, 25, and gets tripped up as he falls forward to the 28. And the offensive starters today brought to you by Club Car Wash, the official car wash of the Kansas City Chiefs. Protection key as always. Wanye Morris at left tackle. Left guard Joe Tooney. Center Creed Humphrey. Trey Smith right guard. Right tackle is Jawan Taylor. Wide to the right, DeAndre Hopkins. Kelsey comes to the near side along with Juju Smith-Schuster. Offset eye. They set up a tight wing near side. They run the ball to Kareem Hunt on first down, and he's gobbled up for a loss. He loses 2 yards back to the 25. Adam Butler wasted no time just melting the Chiefs' offensive front. And Kansas City faces second down and 12 at their own 25.
And they have shown glimpses on defense with the ability consistently to stop the run game. At times, you just got to keep pressing on.
Now Mahomes, 2nd and 12. He's got Kareem Hunt to his left. That's the far side of the field. Mahomes will throw. Comes to the near boundary. Caught by Xavier Worthy and up the sideline. Out of bounds with a double-digit gain of 15 yards to the 40-yard line in front of DeCamerion Richardson, the rookie out of Mississippi State, playing for the injured Nate Hobbs.
When the Chiefs are in that bunch formation, it makes it extremely difficult for defenses not to play off coverage. At least one of those receivers, Patrick Mahomes, plants that back foot, is able to deliver on time, on schedule for the first down.
At their own 40, Chiefs will throw on first down. Retreating is Mahomes. Now he's throwing long, near side, and they catch. It cannot be made. Off the hands of Justin Watson. Decent coverage by the Raiders on an over route coming to the near boundary. It'll be an incompletion. The Chiefs will have 2nd and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Well, first, great pocket by the offensive line and a very catchable pass right there. Perfectly placed and only a place where Justin Watson could make the play. Got to come up with that.
Cameron Robinson was covering. He just gave up the 15-yarder to Xavier Worthy the play before. Kareem Hunt will get it on the left side run. Raiders waiting on him, but he does push forward. He'll gain 4 yards to the 44. Adam Butler's second play made by this defense for the Raiders.
Adam Butler, definitely one of the more active defensive tackles in this 4-3 scheme by the Raiders. 4 down linemen, one of those guys we got to garner a lot of attention for in Max Crosby, but Adam Butler is definitely a force for that defensive line of the Raiders.
Chiefs are number 1 in the league in third down conversions, but this one's a toughie. They marked him down 2 yards. They said the knee touched back at the 42. Here comes pressure from the outside. Flag on the play, might be a free play. Mahomes unloads it, and it's caught for a first down by Travis Kelce at the 44 of the Raiders. A 14-yard pickup. I think Mahomes was just throwing it away knowing he had a free play. And Kalavion Chason was the man who jumped into the neutral zone, but instead of getting 5 yards, the Chiefs get
offside.
14 to the 44 of the Raiders.
Excellent job by Patrick Mahomes and the offensive line for holding their water there, but using the cadence in a 3rd and long situation to your advantage. If you want to quiet down this pass rush on obvious pass situations, use the cadence like Patrick does there.
Played 2 minutes on this Black Friday afternoon. 1st and 10 Chiefs at the 44. Noah Gray is at 44 of the Raiders. Noah Gray's in at fullback. He will lead block. Isaiah Pacheco back on the field, and he gains 4 yards to the Raider 40. That'll get a crowd excited, but Noah Gray just lead blocking behind Joe Tooney. Zach Carter, Max Crosby make the tackle.
Yeah, great job by Isaiah Pacheco planting that right foot, getting backside, and just churning those legs as we become accustomed to seeing from 10 throughout his career.
And a good block by Anthony Ferkser as well. He's been picked up off the Jets practice squad with all the injuries at tight end for the Chiefs. 2nd and 6 at the Raider 40. They're going to run a shovel pass inside Kareem Hunt. Sprint on action to the right, but then they shovel it back to the far side hash for 5 yards. Divine Diablo, very active linebacker defender for the Raiders, holds it short of a first down, but it'll be about a half-yard shot.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt just does such a fine job of getting downhill. Sometimes you think that there's maybe a gap that he can take it outside, and it's not there. It's a figment of our imagination. He gets downhill so well.
Pacheco back in. They'll go to the flip bone where 3 different guys surround Mahomes. They hand it off. Pacheco on 3rd down and short. He's close to a first down. He gets hit hard by Robert Spillane and gets his shoulder turned. But they will give. Did they give the first down yet to Kansas City? They just did after giving a long look at it.
Well, this is the hit that Isaiah Pacheco wanted to have as quickly as possible in this game. That announces him back in action when you're able to take on a linebacker like Spillane.
Pacheco stays in at running back. 3 tight ends. Again, Anthony Ferkser, a veteran, former Tennessee Titan and other teams in there, but the Chiefs will throw 1st and 10 at the 33 of the Raiders, and a quick throw right side's incomplete, intended for Kelce. I mean, he was smothered on that play. 2 different Raiders were over covering as the Chiefs tried to thread one in to the breadbasket of Kelce. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 33. And now Kansas City is complaining for Thomas Harper. Thought they interfered.
Yeah, I thought Patrick Mahomes actually was throwing that away. He recognized the play action did not drive up the linebackers and open up the gap.
Played 4 minutes. 10th play of the drive. 2nd and 10, Kansas City. at the 33 of the Raiders. Mahomes, feet stagger in the shotgun at the far hash. Now a wheel route thrown right sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins wanted a one-handed grab. A flag is thrown, however, at the 13-yard line. It's going to be defensive pass interference on the Raiders. Jack Jones, who has been very vociferous ever since he had the pick six against Mahomes last year on Christmas. Now he gets a DPI. He hasn't had to defend DeAndre Hopkins on a wheel route, and the Chiefs have an automatic first down at the Raider 13.
Well, how calculated was this? Because if you remember, Jack Jones, that pick six last year, Mitch, was a hitch route to Justin Watson. So what do? Go right at him with a hitch and go, almost able to make an acrobatic catch, but a first down.
20-yard pickup on the penalty. Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery red zone. Download the Kansas Lottery Play On app. Scan your tickets. Enter to win more. First and 10 at the Raider 13. No score. Chiefs slant. Caught Kelsey inside the 10. Wrapped up, but he gets to the 7. And a 6-yard pickup on first down in front of Isaiah Polamau, the safety for the Raiders.
Yeah, great job just running a pick play, had a little bunch formation, allow some of the noise to clear out, and then Travis Kelce can slide up underneath for a nice gain on first down.
Kareem Hunt back in at running back. Second down, 4 for the Chiefs at the Raiders 7. No score, but the Chiefs are on the doorstep. Slamming the doorbell here. Play action fake. Mahomes spinning under pressure, throws away. Kareem Hunt was over at the 10-yard line, but Mahomes, who had actually spun 270 degrees to avoid the rush. Adam Butler's been a force here early on this drive for the Raiders.
Well, Patrick recognized a little bit of pressure in his face, but he was trying to buy himself some more time. He knew he had the outlet on the outside. Zone coverage by the Raiders there allows them to see everything that was happening in front of them.
Chiefs are tied for 16th in the NFL in red zone offense. They have 3rd and 4 at the 7 of the Raiders with no score. 10-13 to go first quarter.
Here they come.
Pirine shifts over to the far side, left side of the field. Ball will be snapped right hash. Pirine comes in motion. There's a slant. It's up in the air and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended receiver and well played by Jack Jones. And Kansas City drives from their own 28 all the way down to the Raiders 7 and stalls.
They're just trying to run a slant route to your great possession receiver. Just doesn't get enough separation there. Fortunately, that ball did not get deflected up in the air and to the defense.
Now the replacement kicker for the replacement kicker, Matthew Wright. 50 field goal attempts, 47 transactions. Will try a 25-yard field goal from the far hash. And Matthew Wright's kick is good. The Chiefs have 3. Remember, Matthew Wright was with the team in 2022 when Harrison Butker had an injury that year. The Chiefs get 3 out of the initial.
Excellence is the expectation at the University of Kansas Health System. Excellence is the compassionate care they give to every patient. Excellence is the expertise and leading-edge treatments that led the University of Kansas Hospital being named the best hospital in Kansas City by U.S. News and World Report for 15 years in a row. This focus on excellence is why the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs and the best care for Chiefs Kingdom. For more information, visit kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. Listen up, Chiefs Kingdom. It's football season. That means it's tailgating season. No one does it better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Elevate your tailgate. At Hy-Vee, you can find the perfect fit. From meats to veggies to snacks at any of our 20 metro locations. From the best burgers, brats, and wings to Chiefs apparel, Hy-Vee's the perfect teammate for your tailgate, at home or in the parking lot. Let us enhance your game experience in delicious fashion. Hy-Vee, the official grocery and convenience store sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. Dream bigger with Kansas Lottery's Powerball. Drawings held 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Powerball offers you a chance to win millions. Play Kansas Lottery, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Missouri beef farmers and ranchers know whether it's on the gridiron or in the countryside, it takes dedication, commitment, and grit. And their game plan is caring for cattle and conserving the land. Celebrate Missouri beef farmers and ranchers at beefiswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Missouri Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
Here, we've got our own state and state of mind, where worlds of all kinds converge under 2 T's and 1 lone star. Here is in the eye of the storm and up in the stars. Here, tradition fuels progress, and unity is born from proud individualism. Here, anything can happen, because this isn't just Texas Tech. It's what's next. And from here, it's possible.
The Chiefs get a 25-yard field goal by Matthew Wright, again the replacement kicker for the replacement kicker. It's a 13-play, 66-yard drive. But that stalls at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs lead 3-0.
Yeah, Chiefs have to be ready. As I mentioned in the pregame show, when we mentioned before the kickoff to us to open the game, the Raiders pretty solid on special teams, especially in the kickoff coverage and kickoff return game. 5th in the NFL, averaging 30.4 yards per kick return.
Dylan Laube last week nearly broke one for a touchdown against the Broncos. Matthew Wright's kick is deep, spinner, over the head of Laube. He recovers it in the end zone, has to go to a knee. And the Raiders will have their first drive at the 30-yard line with Aiden O'Connell at quarterback. Defensive starters for the Chiefs brought to you by the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2, training quality craftspeople for today and the future. Chris Jones, of course, in the middle along with Tershawn Wharton. While George Karlaftis will open up on the outside left. Mike Dana is opposite. Linebackers will be in the base to start, as Drew Tranquil, Nick Bolton, and Leo Chanel all there. Shamari Connor at corner. Right corner is Najee Johnson. At left corner, Trent McDuffie. Looks like he might be matched up against Bowers on this first play. Aiden O'Connell under center. He's going to fake a handoff and wants to throw the pass. Comes to the near side. It's caught. A gain of 5 to the 35-yard line to Jacoby Myers. Well covered on the near sideline. Connor there on the tackle, and along with Brian Cook. So a bootleg, gain of 5. And Powers Johnson will play center now for the Raiders. Andre James moves to guard. But 2nd and 5 for the Raiders, trailing 3-0 to the Chiefs.
You got to recognize with Aiden O'Connell at the quarterback position, probably going to have multiple times where they're going to move that pocket, try to nullify some of the pass rush.
2 tight ends out there for the Raiders. O'Connell will be in the shotgun. 2nd and 5 handoff. It goes to Amir Abdullah. And Abdullah's near a first down. Looks like he has it by a half yard. Chris Jones was there to make the defensive play. Abdullah now, who's been a 3rd down back. He's in his 10th year, remember, Nebraska Cornhusker. But with the injuries at running back, he's now had to be a 3-down back for these guys.
Yeah, he had 25 carries for 110 yards coming into the game. Also a factor in the pass game. Receives the ball very well out of the backfield.
He's done that throughout his career, which has been with Detroit, Minnesota, Carolina, and now with the Raiders. 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 40. 3-0 Kansas City. Myers comes in motion to a right slot. O'Connell will throw on first down, and once Myers on a low throw. Diving catch made at the 44. Drew Tranquil was covering in the near flat. You know where it's going. In the last 3 games, Myers has 34 targets now, and Brock Bowers, their great rookie tight end, has 34 targets.
And people may wonder, Drew Tranquil, if you're going to target your receiver that much, that's zone coverage. They're playing 2 deep zone. That's the luxury of having athletic linebackers who can cover wide receivers in the slot.
Charles Omenihu is on the field for the Chiefs now for the first time since tearing his ACL in the AFC Championship game at Baltimore a year ago. They're going to run a stretch play. Abdullah runs hard. Flag on the play as Abdullah fumbles the ball late, but they'll rule him down by contact at the 47, gaining 3, pending the penalty. And Omenihu wastes no time. He makes the tackle along with Shamari Connor. Again, pending the penalty. Looks like it might be on the Raiders.
You have to believe that Charles Omenihu has been champing at the bit.
Offense number 58. 10-yard penalty.
That's the center, Jackson Powers Johnson, the rookie from Oregon, who had played left guard, but they liked him at center last week with the injury to Andre James. So they've kept him at center, but now he commits a penalty.
Yeah, he just tosses aside Tershawn Wharton on that play, clear holding in the view of the official.
2nd and 16 now for the Raiders at their own 34. Chiefs lead 3-0 on a 25-yard Matthew Wright field goal. So now O'Connell has to deal with being behind the sticks. Last year engineered the upset here, although he did not complete a pass, did O'Connell, the last 3 quarters of that game here, Christmas a year ago. O'Connell looking left, turns back to the right, being forced out of the pocket, comes near side to the near sideline, broken up. Well played by Drew Tranquill. Jumps in front of Michael Mayer, last year's #1 tight end draft pick, and well played by Tranquill, who's had to defend 2 passes here early. It's 3rd and 16.
Yeah, great job. First and foremost, the pass rush, forcing Aiden O'Connell out of the pocket, getting in his face. You're seeing guys playing with reckless abandon out there. That's what you want to see from this defense, especially with all the questions that came after coming back from Carolina last week.
Halfway through the first quarter, Chiefs lead 3-0. Now the Raiders have 3rd and 16 from their own 34-yard line. Raiders are 24th in the league on 3rd down conversions. 3 eligible to the left, 2 to the right. That's the short side of the field. O'Connell with time. Dumps it in the left flat. It's caught at the 40, but 10 yards short of a first down. Brock Bowers on the check down 7-yard reception. But the Chiefs had Najee Johnson and Shamari Connor both there at the far boundary.
The Chiefs capitalizing on the miscue by the Raiders, and it's not normally we say that, but the Raiders actually have been pretty solid in not committing penalties this season, just like the Chiefs, but a penalty there on that drive pretty much thwarted it.
Antonio Pierce changed all that, brought some discipline to this team. Nicole Hardman back to take this punt from A.J. Cole, who's #1 in the NFL in gross punting at 53 yards a punt. And this punt goes to the far boundary. Flag on the play, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Pending the penalty, this is a perfect A.J. Cole punt at the 1-yard line, far sideline. But this may be a hold on the Raiders, a 58-yard punt.
Yeah, it looked like there was some pressure applied by Leo Chanel there, and he had...
During the kick,
penalty.
Holding, receiving team number 53. Penalty is half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down. Timeout.
That's going to be back to the half-yard line. He said 53? There is no 53 for the Chiefs on the field today. 3-0, the Chiefs with the lead, and they're way backed up. And we'll set it up for you. We come back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like SiriusXM.
Let's go, come on!
Hear every thrilling lap of a worldwide championship chase.
Verstappen takes the lead in the Grand Prix, and Hamilton couldn't hold him off.
Plus comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
That was the best race I've ever seen.
The 2024 season rolls on Sunday morning at the Qatar Grand Prix. Our live coverage begins at 10 a.m. Eastern with Lights Out Racing at 11 Eastern on ESPN Extra, Channel 81 in the car, and the SiriusXM app.
This Thanksgiving, gobble up something good on the SiriusXM app. From dinner party mixes to a feast of live football, food podcasts, and more fall fixings.
Jarrett back, looking, lofting, right side.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, touchdown Detroit Lions.
We're serving up the perfect soundtrack for any moment this holiday weekend. Just search Thanksgiving in the SiriusXM app.
Kansas City fans, hear what Coach Reed and the players have to say after each game on the Chiefs channel. 8:15 on the SiriusXM app.
A.J. Cole, the great punter for the Raiders, punted the ball out of bounds at the 1. Clay Martin originally said it was on the Chiefs for holding number 53. That would put the ball at the half yard. While we were away, Clay Martin goes, oh, my bad. It was on the Raiders' 53. So, during the break, the Raiders were forced to re-punt, and this was a 47-yard punt, but 10 yards of that on the bounce. A rare, poor punt, really, by A.J. Cole. And the Chiefs will, instead of having the ball at the half-yard line, will have the ball at the 23 to start their second drive. Here's Josh Klingler.
Not a bad exchange there, guys, but yeah, clearly got a mix-up somehow in the call because Carson Steele was clearly held on that punt, and I think they had the teams mixed up. So the repunt benefits the Chiefs. Meanwhile, good to see on both offensive and defensive drives. Early work for Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu, both coming off of injury, and both got a handful of plays each offensively and defensively. So hitting the ground running with the two guys that are fresh off the injured list.
We call a technical foul on the former basketball coach at Tulsa Jenks High School, Clay Martin, for goofing it up, but we like the repunt and 22 yards of field position. Our sideline reports with Kling are brought to you or powered by Google Fiber. So the Chiefs catch a break. Actually, it was the original penalty on the Raiders. And so now the Chiefs will start the second drive at their own 23-yard line. One thing that excites me, you remember the old WWE, or actually the old wrestling, where and you're from Jersey, man. It was right in your backyard. The guy'd tap out,
yes,
and the other guy'd come in with a chair and bash it over the head.
Yes.
How about a tag team of Isaiah Pacheco, Samaje Perine, and Kareem Hunt?
No, that is something special. And we talked about it during the pregame show with Dan Israel. You could make an argument that that's a tandem of the best in the NFL when you talk about 1, 2, and 3 punches.
And you know one of them is going to bring a folding chair to beat over your head. Like the old wrestling tag team. 6:29 to go. That's a Jersey thing, isn't it?
For sure. WWF back in the day.
6:29 to go. In the first quarter, the Chiefs lead 3-0 on a Matthew Wright 25-yard field goal. The Chiefs, the last drive, drove from their own 27 to the 7 of the Raiders installed. Protection premium against this Raider team with not only Max Crosby, but Tyree Wilson on the outside, the Texas Tech Red Raider. Chiefs will run it. First down, counter move to the right. Kareem Hunt will only gain 2 yards to the 25. Robert Spillane, very active, former Pittsburgh Steeler and Tennessee Titan, very underrated as a middle linebacker.
Yeah, he is extremely active. When you got guys like he and Max Crosby, you can't help but play hard around those guys because they play extremely hard. Came into the game leading the team with 102 tackles on the season.
Juju Smith-Schuster now goes to the right side, emptying the backfield. The Chiefs are 3-2. Smith-Schuster and D-Hop both to the right side. Under minimum protection, Kelsey's got it near side at the 30, and angling out of bounds, popped out at the 37-yard line, a gain of 12 yards. So a quick read to the left after Mahomes originally looked right, and the Chiefs get 12 yards and a first down.
Yeah, just running a little snag route by Travis Kelce. We used to call it an arrow route. Fake like you're going to run a shallow cross and then exit back out towards the sideline. Catches the linebacker in no man's land and does what he does with the ball after catch.
First and 10 for the Chiefs. Reed Humphrey turns the right shoulder. Says something to Trey Smith. First and 10 Chiefs at their own 37. Quick route near side. It is caught at the boundary and then popped out as Juju Smith-Schuster, this time pinned against the boundary for 10 against Isaiah Polamau. And the Chiefs get another double-digit play on the heels of the 12-yarder to Kelsey.
Mitch, I know we talk about the offensive line, and usually when we're talking about the tackles this season, it's been in situations where they haven't played stellar. You talk about getting stonewalled right there. Wanye Morris stonewalled Max Crosby on that pass rush.
Chiefs go to an L set, like a rocking L formation. They hand it off to Kareem Hunt on first down. In just 2 yards, the Raiders are waiting on Kareem today. Max Crosby, he pulled the stonewall there because he stonewalled Kareem after just a gain of 2. 4:40 to go first quarter, Chiefs leading 3-0.
Yeah, still got to continue to press forward. I like the activity and the movement out of our offensive line. Just a couple of glancing blocks here that are going to be secured up better.
Holmes back to the shotgun. Kelsey trots in front of him. Pacheco back on the field. Mahomes, quick drop. Slings it right sideline. Caught by Xavier Worthy. Bursts the speed. First down. And he has a first down in Raider territory to the 41-yard line of the silver and black. A penalty flag thrown in the Raiders secondary. It's a gain of 10. And it looks like it's going to be a hold against the Raiders. But that's another quick throw. And Worthy able to use his speed to pick up 10.
Holding defense. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down.
That's the third penalty of the game so far on the Raiders. I mentioned earlier they have been one of the least penalized teams, but playing a little sloppy early, and we're able to take advantage of that. Basically had a linebacker tackle Travis Kelce on there right in view of the official.
That was Trayvon Morig. Those two have teamed up before. don't like each other. 1st and 10, Chiefs at the Raider 41. 3-0 Kansas City. Quick pass, Kelsey puts his foot in the ground, fights to put on a juke move, gets to the 39 and gains just 2. And another flag is thrown at the point of the pass. And words being spoken here, Trey Smith and Max Crosby exchanging words. Looks like a hold on Kansas City.
Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty.
A hold on Trey Smith. That is his 3rd of the season. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
That was a gift. That was a gift on that holding penalty. Trey Smith, they both lost their footing there.
1st down 20 for the Chiefs now after the gift hold. Chiefs are back at their own 49 now. Mahomes inside twist to his right shoulder. Comes near side. Caught by Kelsey at the 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds at the Raider 27-yard line. And Kelsey jumps up and pounds his fist toward the goal line after a 24-yard catch and run against Polamalu.
Yeah, Polamalu has his hands full trying to guard the top tight end in the NFL. Just a crossing route here, man-to-man coverage. We always talk about mismatches. Travis Kelce is just too shifty for a lot of safeties that will try to play him man-to-man.
3:10 to go, first quarter. 3-0 Kansas City. Chiefs driving at the Raider 27. And now a flag is thrown and a penalty flag. It's a false start on Kansas City.
False start. Offense number 17. 5-yard penalty.
And it's on
first down.
Hardman, who was coming in motion. Did he flinch before coming in motion?
It looked like he had a little bit of extra movement there. Sometimes you can mask that when you're going in motion as long as the play clock is not winding down or the ball's not snapped too quickly.
1st and 15, Kansas City trying to overcome penalties. They just overcame a hold with a 24-yard reception by Kelsey. Chiefs leading 3-0. Here comes pressure to the outside. Mahomes stepping up, and a corner route will be overthrown and incomplete. Noah Gray running a deep route on the near side. Mahomes had to get rid of it because pressure was coming from his backside.
And Max Crosby tried to run the hump on the high side of Wanye Morris. Actually did a nice job there just running him up the field. Patrick could have just stepped up in the pocket, bought himself a little bit more time, and had a more balanced throw there.
2nd and 15, Kansas City at the 32 of the Raiders. Kareem Hunt back in at running back. Shades to the short side of the left hip of Mahomes. 3 eligible to the right, far side of Patrick Mahomes against a 4-man rush this time. Has time, uses it. Right side throw is overthrown, intended for Xavier Worthy, who was at the first down sticks. And that time the ball sails on Mahomes, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 15 at the Raider 32.
Yeah, had a little extra zip on this throw. Patrick did, scanned the field, did a nice job holding the safeties, and then just tried to come out and power the ball to Xavier Worthy. Really no chance for Xavier to climb the ladder to catch that pass.
3rd and 15 for the Chiefs. Creed Humphrey up over the football. Samaje Perine in now for the Chiefs at halfback. 3rd and 15, Kansas City at the 32 of the Raiders, who back up in deep coverage, and another false start, Wanye Morris.
Offense number 64.
Wow, 2 false starts as the Chiefs have been in Raider territory, and throw in the hold called against Trey Smith.
Well, you're in an obvious passing situation here, and what the Raiders are doing, they're lining up the defensive end, Charles Snowden, at a wide 9 technique. So he's extremely well outside of Wanye Morris. Wanye Morris is feeling kind of the pressure of having to get out to block him. That speed rush off the edge can be real just a little early there.
3rd and 20, Kansas City at the Raider 37. Mahomes being hounded by Crosby, will throw the football up the sideline. Is the catch made? No, incomplete. Justin Watson was trying to walk a tightrope on the right sideline as Mahomes was scrambling and Max Crosby was breathing down his neck hair.
Patrick did everything he could possibly do to try to buy time for his receivers to get open down the field. Only threw it in an area where one could make a play just a little bit wide.
Matt Ariza on. Chiefs are in no man's land here at the Raider 37. Matthew Wright, the replacement field goal kicker ran out, but then the Chiefs pulled him back. Ariza will try to punt for field position. He's 16th in the league in net punting. DJ Turner, dangerous as a returner back. Almost blocked. And a fair catch called for at the 7-yard line. Hang time just a shade over 4 seconds. A lot of pressure, but a 29-yard field position punt will be fair caught at the 8-yard line officially of the Raiders. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Kansas City. This quarter brought to you by GEHA. For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hear that? That's the sound of G-Fiber internet working. Fast, reliable, no data caps, no annual contracts, fair prices, and no hidden fees. Ever. Go beyond enough. Go beyond fiber at fiber.google.com.
Why G-Fiber? Well, there's listening to music that buffers. Or hearing your favorite song all the way through. There's awkward freeze face.
Hey, are you there?
Or actually being seen. Go beyond enough. Go beyond fiber at fiber.google.com.
This is Major Javier Montenegro from the Salvation Army. More people than ever need our help this Christmas. From food, coats, and toys to rents and utility assistance, the need is there. Please consider making a gift at our Salvation Army Red Kettle. Donate today at lovebeyondkc.org or volunteer to ring the bell at registertoring.com. Together, we can make a big difference for our neighbors. Thanks, and God bless.
Attention, Chiefs Kingdom. Don't miss your chance to miss the action live. Tickets for Less is your go-to for Chiefs tickets, both home and away. Get seats for any remaining regular season home game or playoff tickets with no added fees at checkout. Plus, save even more with promo code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com. Looking to elevate your game day? Check out the all-inclusive VIP tailgate for great food, drinks, and an unbeatable pregame vibe. Every seat holds a story. Find yours and save with promo code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Happy Thanksgiving Friday. A Black Friday, or let's make it a Red Black Friday. The second annual Black Friday game for the NFL. The Chiefs lead the Raiders 3-0. 2:23 to go in the first quarter, but the Chiefs had the ball at the 7 installed on their first drive. And Dane in 1st and 10 at the 27 of the Raiders. 3 different penalties on that drive forced the Chiefs to punt.
Yeah, and that's part of the game that you can control. Got to have better effort, better technique. Can't allow yourselves to have those negative plays as you're trying to put touchdowns on the board.
Aiden O'Connell at quarterback, just off injured reserve. Gardner Minshew broke his collarbone against the Broncos this past Sunday. A left side run goes to Amir Abdullah. And the ex-Nebraska Cornhusker wrapped up at the 10 will gain just 2 yards. Leo Chanel staying home. Again, Abdullah, who's been a 3rd down back most of his life, forced into a 3-down back in this game because Jameer White, Alexander Madison both injured.
And Amir Abdullah, 5'9", 203 pounds. So sometimes he can get lost behind those big offensive line and skirt through. Good job of multiple hats, Chiefs hats, getting in on that tackle.
Crowd gets into it on 2nd and 8 for the Raiders at their own 10. 2 tight ends. Again, Bowers, the rookie, very dangerous. Lined up in an offset eye. Quick pass. Bubble screen. Jacoby Myers with the catch and powers forward off the 1st and 2nd hits and gets to the 21 for a first down, a gain of 11. Ryan Cook eventually got there, but a favorite play for the Raiders at tunnel or rocket screen. Let's go to Josh Klingler.
Not a result you wanted on that play, guys, but an interesting formation there. You see the versatility of Charles Omenihu. He lined up inside with Chris Jones. Mike Dana and George Karlaftis in on the outside. This gives you another body that can play inside or out.
And the length of Omenihu is a welcome addition. 1st and 10, Raiders at their own 21. Chiefs lead 3-0. A minute to go, first quarter. O'Connell crouching down. Abdullah tries a middle run this time. And he'll get up to the 26 and gain 5 yards. Justin Reed eventually drags him to the ground as Mike Pennell now on the inside, rotating in.
It looked like Amir Abdullah. Mike Dana got some good pressure there. Just Abdullah just
number 77
jumped on top or jumped over him to get those extra yards after contact.
Play clock at 20, game clock at 31. Second down and 4.5 for the Raiders. O'Connell will be under center. They bring in an extra offensive lineman and make him eligible here. Abdullah is the lone setback. He'll run it. Trying to go the left side. He's hit right in the nose. Nick Bolton powders his nose for a gain of 1 yard, and that'll be the last play of the first quarter. Kansas City leading the Raiders 3-0. And Nick Bolton is getting up slowly. Like he's grabbing maybe the area of
this is the end
upper
of the
groin.
first quarter.
Maybe his stomach. We'll be back. We go to the second quarter with the Chiefs leading 3-0. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Every NFL game is on SiriusXM. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Pittsburgh Steelers battle the Cincinnati Bengals. Hear the Steelers call on Sirius 106 XM 380 or the Bengals on Sirius 83 XM 226. Also at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Cardinals take on the Vikings. Catch the Cardinals broadcast on Sirius 138 XM 385 or the Vikings on Sirius 161 XM 230 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Tony Gonzalez, only one Bobby Bell, and one Derek Thomas. There's only one Lombardi Trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at profootballhof.com.
This week on Let's Go with Bill Belichick, Max Crosby, Peter King, and me, Jim Gray. The great Snoop Dogg, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady.
That opportunity to meet Al Davis went a long way because he was my friend till he left this earth. And that was a beautiful thing, is that in having that relationship. And I still love the Raiders to this day, especially Tom got his hands on them now. So I know there's something brewing with that, Jim.
Listen to the extended version of Let's Go, now available exclusively on the all-new SiriusXM app.
November. The temperature drops. The air hardens. Nature prepares for the winter ahead. For pro football, it's the time that teams emerge as pretender or contender. November can break the back of an NFL team. Or it can pave the way to that coveted postseason berth.
The Chiefs win today, they would actually clinch a spot in the playoffs. The earliest an NFL team would do so since the 2009 Colts. But right now, the Raiders have 3rd down and 3 at their own 28. Nick Bolton off the field being looked at inside the blue tent. We'll try to get an update with Klingler as soon as we can. Again, the Raiders on 3rd down, 24th in the league. Quarterback Aiden O'Connell last year had 10 starts, including 2 against the Chiefs, and a win here on Christmas Day, the last time the Chiefs lost in this great venue. 3rd and 3, long count for O'Connell. Pressure to his right. He's throwing long down the near side, and the pass is going to be caught. And a first down for the Raiders all the way down at the Kansas City 30-yard line. Jacoby Myers was waiting on the ball. It's a 43-yard pass. And a Raider first down at the 30 of the Chiefs.
Yeah, they just take advantage of the area between the zone, between the safety, Shamari Connor, and Nazeeh Johnson. Nazeeh Johnson doesn't get enough of a jab on him as he released off the line of scrimmage, and too much time for Aiden O'Connell without pressure in his face.
And so the Raiders, with a 43-yard pass to Jacoby Myers, who had 121 yards last week against Denver. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Kansas City 29 officially. 3-0 Chiefs. Now a route to the near side, and it's caught by Myers as McDuffie couldn't track the football, and Myers has it out of bounds at the Kansas City 5. That's a 24-yard pickup. And again, Trent McDuffie trying to locate the football as that ball was arcing in the air.
Yeah, it was thrown on his back hip. Good coverage by Trent McDuffie. Bump and run man-to-man coverage in the slot. Anticipates the route, but just doesn't make the necessary adjustment on the ball.
First down and goal to go for the Raiders at the 5-yard line. Thayer Munford Jr. in as an extra blocker. 3-0 Kansas City. The Raiders, unbalanced line, powering to the right side. Abdullah on the near side will try to go that way, but a flag. And a false start on the Raiders.
False start. Offense number 89. 5-yard penalty.
Brock Bowers, the rookie, have an incredible year. He's going to shatter the Sam Laporta made record of a year ago for receptions by a tight end in a rookie season. That time cost his team 5 yards. 3-0 Kansas City, but back-to-back throws to Jacoby Myers of 43 and 24 yards have the Raiders thinking touchdown.
It looked like they rotated Keith Taylor on the field and took Najee Johnson out at that left cornerback position.
Taylor's out there now. O'Connell under center. They fake a run, bootleg right. Quick pass thrown to the 10-yard line, caught by the tight end. Bowers, he is pushed out of bounds. They will say at the 5. Drew Tranquil was chasing him. And it will be the ball at the 5-yard line. Second down and goal to go for the Raiders at that point.
Yeah, they're going to move Brock Bowers around. Started off on the left side of the formation, exited through the formation to the right side, trying to take advantage of some of the commotion in the backfield and maybe confusion by our defensive backs.
Second down, goal to go at the 4. Nick Bolton back into the game after being injured. O'Connell. Now they unbalance the left side. That's the far side of the field. Powering with extra blockers to the left. They're going to give it off. Abdullah stumbles as he gets the handoff, but still packs into the line and pushed back by Mike Dana. It will be no gain on the play and maybe a loss of a half yard, and third down and goal to go for the Raiders at the Kansas City 4.5.
Excellent job on the initial punch by Chris Jones. Takes on 2-3 blockers, constricts the hole and pushes the blockers back into the backfield, allowing the rest of his teammates to make the tackle for the minus half a yard.
Third down, goal to go for the Raiders. Football is just barely past the 5. Crowd trying to get into it. 3-by-1 set for the Raiders. Abdullah, the single back, shades to the right. O'Connell looks left, now turns back to the right. He's under pressure. He's coming to the near side and sacked back at the 9-yard line by Chris Jones, who gets his first sack since week 4 of the season on the road at the Chargers. And it stops the drive with a loss of 5 on the Chris Jones sack. And that is your Big Mac sack, Chiefs fans. That means Big Mac sandwiches are buy one, get one free tomorrow when you use the McDonald's app, valid at participating restaurants. It's been 9 long weeks since a Chris Jones sack. That was well-timed.
And you love the perseverance, the relentless pass rush of Chris Jones there, basically coming from one side of the field to the opposite side to bring O'Connell down.
And now Daniel Carlson, who's hit 17 straight field goals, will try to tie the game with his 18th straight. And he does exactly that. It's a 3-3 tie at 11:03 to go in the first half. And when the Chiefs get it back, we'll be ready to go. But first, this on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
It's peaceful out here.
Yeah.
Oh, an owl.
Mm-hmm. And a bullfrog.
Is that a coyote?
I think that's a winner of the $100,000 cash adventure ticket from the Kansas Lottery.
Oh, yeah. I hear it now.
You could also win a $100,000 Bass Pro shopping spree. CKSLottery.com for details.
Protect yourself. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. That's right, you can save time and get your COVID-19 and flu shot at the same time. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today. Or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
For generations, hard-working people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. a legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
It's the holidays, and SiriusXM's Doctor Radio is here to help with a Healthy Holiday Survival Guide. Enjoy your holiday meals without overdoing it.
Trying to avoid indigestion, bloating, and reflux.
Managing you and your family's mental health.
Seasonal depression, relationship struggles, stress, and burnout.
The Healthy Holiday Survival Guide. All day Friday on SiriusXM's Doctor Radio. Channel 110 or listen on the SiriusXM app. Spread the word. Anyone can enjoy SiriusXM in the car during our Listen Free event. Happening now through December 2nd.
Mitch Holter's back along with Dane and Hughes, Josh Klingler. 3-3 tie. Chiefs and Raiders on the second annual NFL Black Friday game. 11:03 left in the second quarter. Jacoby Myers, 68 receiving yards on 2 passes. That was the 68 of the 83 yards of the drive. But the Chiefs defense stiffens up. Spags calls them 4-point plays, where you don't allow the touchdown and you get a 3. They keep track of them. Last week, you could argue, or on Sunday, you could argue it was the difference in the game.
Absolutely. And then if you're able to turn points, put points on the board here offensively, it's a huge swing.
Ball flies off the tee for Daniel Carlson.
Second time.
The first kick, he kicked very well. It was tried, Samaje Perine took it at the goal line and got it up to the 27. Anything inside the 30 is considered a win with these new kickoff rules. Carlson really one of the best, not just accuracy, but very cunning in his approach. This kick is away, and it'll be taken by Hardman right at the goal line. Comes right up the middle. Now he veers to the left at the 23-yard line and smacked down there, but he gets a little thrust forward to the 24. So once again, kicking in the landing zone works for the Raiders. Let's go to the sideline. Here's Josh Klingler.
A very animated Chris Jones, guys, in the huddle when the Chiefs were first and goal defending the end zone. Obviously got the sack to end it, but then had a kind of state of the defense. He had a bunch of the defensive players gathered around him on the bench during that last time out. Really, really animated trying to fire up his unit.
Got his first sack again since week 4. Now the Chiefs with a 3-3 tie will start this drive at their own 24. Double tight ends. They try to come on the near side, and Max Crosby eats up Isaiah Pacheco. It's like he knew the play call, and it's a loss of 5 on the play back to the 19-yard line on a right side run.
He just shakes Juwan Taylor off the line of scrimmage and splits between he and Trey Smith. Make his presence known in the backfield of the Chiefs. Really no chance for Isaiah Pacheco to get going.
2nd and 15. The Chiefs behind the chains at their own 19. 10:24 to go, second quarter. Mahomes in a shotgun, evenly placing his receivers 2 by 2. Ball snapped on the near hash. Pump faking once as Mahomes. Now throw it in the flat. Caught by Pacheco at the 20, dragged down at the 24. Pacheco gains back the 5, lost on first down. Amarni Burney was spying Pacheco on the near flat on the check down throw.
You know, on that play, you think that you talk about creativity with defenses when you have a playmaker like Max Crosby. He wrecks the first play on first down in the run game. Then he's tasked with jarring Travis Kelce off the line of scrimmage on that second play.
Crosby, the 3-time Pro Bowler, snap on 3rd down and 10. Here comes a delayed blitz. Mahomes is sacked back at the 15-yard line. Caleb Chason gets his 2nd sack of the year, and the ex-Jaguar and Kansas City will have to pump the ball with a 3-and-out at 9:33 to go. A loss of 6 on the sack.
Yeah, just a total whiff by Wanye Morris on that left side. He's got to get stronger with that left hand. He punches initially, and then he's able just to kind of get blown off. You saw just a great effort by the Raiders, but we just got to be better at securing the pocket and the attention on the opposite side. Against Max Crosby, 3 of our offensive players were tasked with blocking him.
And Ariza needs a deep punt this time. Last time punting for field position. This will be taken by DJ Turner, coming all the way to the near side of the field. Angling gets 2 blocks at the 45, and then he gets popped by Ariza. And Ariza put a hit on him at the 45-yard line. With a great field position for the Raiders. 46-yard punt, 10 yards on the return. Hang time of 4.63 by Matt Ariza, and a kickoff or punt coverage tackle by the Chiefs punter. 8:55 to go, second quarter, 3-3 tie. Raiders with momentum. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Denver Broncos organization is a team that has done a tremendous job.
When it happens in the NFL, we're reacting to it on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Saquon Barkley, he is special. Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, the owner, they were sitting there just smiling. We have found ourselves a gem.
Get closer to the game with interviews with players, coaches, and executives.
Coach of the Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott.
We've got the best fans in the NFL, maybe all professional sports.
Nobody covers the game like Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Through the years
Welcome your family and friends home with timeless Christmas music and carols on Hallmark Radio.
It's the most wonderful time.
A channel that fills the season of giving and gathering with sounds of warmth and good cheer.
You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear
Hallmark Radio on Channel 105 through Christmas Day, or listen at home with the Sirius XM app, along with dozens of other holiday channels and specials.
Sports Grid Radio on Sirius XM has you covered this NFL season.
Jameis Winston and the Cleveland Browns head to Denver to finish Week 13 of the NFL season. Can the Browns play spoiler again and beat another playoff contender in the AFC, or cover the 7-point spread? We'll break it all down. Make sure you tune into Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the latest.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio, Channel 159 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
This is Dave LaGreca from SiriusXM's Busted Open, and I love pro wrestling, and so do you. And that's why I'm bringing it to you every day on the Busted Open podcast. Join me in a cast of pro wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Order with the code Chiefs Radio. You can do it right now. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com. After the Chiefs on their initial drive drove to the Raiders' 7-yard line, they stalled, and Matthew Wright, the third kicker used this year for the Chiefs, had a 25-yard field goal. Then the Raiders had their first drive. They had to punt. The Chiefs then had to punt, but the Raiders got a field goal. And now, after the Chiefs are 3 and out, the field position has shifted to the Raiders. The Raiders will have the ball tied at 3 and 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Joshua Williams on the left side, so no Najee Johnson and no Keith Taylor. Now, Joshua Williams has been out there before a lot. Aiden O'Connell is under center. Sincere McCormick, signed for the second week off the practice squad, goes the wrong way. They throw a slant that's incomplete. Aiden O'Connell wanted to play action fake to Sincere McCormick. He went left, the fake went right, and an attempted slant to Brock Bowers whizzes by incomplete.
And he's fortunate that actually McCormick went to the right, because Trent McDuffie was coming on a blitz on that outside, would have had a clear hit before the ball would have been delivered had they run the proper play action in the backfield.
It's 8:51 to go, second quarter, 3-3 tie. Raiders 2nd and 10. At their own 45-yard line. The silver and black, silver helmets, silver numbers on top of white jersey. Play action fake by O'Connell. Here comes a blitz. Reed chasing from the backside. He floats a pass right, and a diving catch will be made in Chiefs territory for a gain of 9 to the Kansas City 46. Brock Bowers, a diving catch off a desperate throw by O'Connell, who had Justin Reed on his backside.
Justin Reed was coming feverishly off the backside, and Aiden O'Connell, this man-to-man against Nick Bolton there, is able to get underneath the ball. Looked like he got a little bit of a favorable spot there. Maybe it should have been a shorter catch.
It will be 3rd and 1 at the Kansas City 46, 3-3 tie. O'Connell under center. McCormick is the running back. They bring it now on a jet sweep to the near side. It'll be a first down. They run a jet sweep to the tight end Brock Bowers for 2 yards. He gets upended, but still, as Joshua Williams went low to tackle the rookie tight end, but it tells you the athleticism of Brock Bowers. They ran a jet action to the tight end.
Yeah, they actually ran these plays for him when he was at Georgia last year. As you mentioned, just a very athletic tight end at 6'4", 230 pounds.
First and 10 Raiders at the Kansas City 44. 7:35 to go, second quarter. 3-3 tie. Long count by O'Connell. Comes on the near side on a running attempt by McCormick, and he's going to break off the initial hit and move forward and get to the Kansas City 37. He'll gain 7 yards, but he was hit at the 2-point, about a 2-yard gain, and then he moved forward. Pennell and Dana eventually got him. McCormick actually ran hard last week when he was called up off the practice squad.
Very rarely do you see Nick Bolton miss a tackle there. Yeah, looked like he had him corralled, and McCormick just was able to escape at the last second.
2nd and 3 Raiders. 7 minutes to go, first half. 3-3 tie. McCormick stays in as a lone setback as O'Connell enters center. O'Connell, play action fake. Pressure from the outside. He's going to be... Throws the football away. Incomplete. Karlaftis came, and now a flag is thrown late. What is the penalty flag here? O'Connell was chased by Karlaftis. They're pointing at Kansas City here. The line judge is talking.
It's hard to see the numbers there, but it does look like his plea is that Michael Mayer was in the vicinity.
Or the Chiefs are saying it was intentional grounding. And now they're walking toward Andy Reid like it is on the Raiders.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 56. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Might be Dylan Parham, 66, but instead it's a 5-yard penalty. And that time pressure from the outside.
66.
Yeah, it's Parham. But pressure from the outside by Karlaftis forwarded that play to force O'Connell to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, a little trash talk between George Karlaftis, former teammates with Aiden O'Connell at Purdue.
Little boiler action, boiling up. 6:46 to go, second quarter, 3-3 tie. 2nd down and 8 now for the Raiders at the Kansas City 42. McCormick stays in as a running back. Tight triangle outside the right tangle of receivers. Now they bring motion. McCormick goes right up the gut. Hit by Nick Bolton as he gets to the 39, gains 3 yards. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
3rd and 5 Raiders at the 39 of Kansas City.
Gotta assume this is 4-down territory here, so don't be surprised to see a run play or a short inside play, knowing that they would go for it on 4th down.
They put Abdullah back into the game. He's shaded to the left hip, short side of the field. Aiden O'Connell. She's trying to play press coverage on the outside. O'Connell looking left. Now he goes the middle, broken up and almost intercepted by Nick Bolton. Bolton lunged in front of the route, 4 yards in front of the intended receiver, Jacoby Myers, and almost picked it. And now what will the Raiders do on 4th down and 4 at the Kansas City 38? They're going to bring out Daniel Carlson and try a field goal.
Yeah, great job, great defensive stop. Nick Bolton had a chance at the interception. The pocket was collapsing on O'Connell, just got one hand on it. Great defensive stop here. Long, tough field goal attempt here for Carlson.
56-yard attempt. Carlson's longest, 57. He's done it twice. And he's had 2 54-yarders against the Chiefs in his career. From 56, the kick by Carlson is going to be way short. And Kansas City's going to get great field position at the point of the kick. They will have the ball with the score still tied at 3-3 at 5:55 to go in the first half. They will have the ball at their own 46-yard line. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
All she wants to do is
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
From sugar cookie crumbs in the kitchen to pine needles under the tree, count on Steel for Christmas cleanup made easy with the SCA 20 battery-powered handheld vacuum. Now just $99.99. Power up the holiday and give a gift from the top of their wish list. Visit your local Steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com. Was $159.99 MSRP. Includes battery and charger. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
What makes for a great vacation? Depends on who you ask. Are you looking to get away or bring everyone together? Do you want to get outside and play or see a play at the plate? Fortunately, however you operate, I'm the destination you've been looking for. The name's Missouri, but you can call me Mo. And I have just one question. What's your MO? Come see me at visitmo.com.
This football season, gather around the grill and give your family and fans what they crave. Beef. Whether it's tailgating in the parking lot or your driveway, on the drum deck or your deck, beef's the right call every time. So fire it up and treat all of your senses to the sizzling sounds, awesome aroma, and tantalizingly good taste of beef. And make sure to plan your game day menu at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by Missouri beef farmers and ranchers.
Chiefs football is brought to you by the Kansas Lottery Play On app. Scan your tickets for more chances to win.
Mitch Schultz-Spack, Dane and Hughes, Josh Klingler. 5:55 to go in the second quarter. 3-3 tie, but the Raiders just missed a 56-yard field goal attempt. That means Kansas City's got great field position to start this fourth drive. Chiefs had a field goal on their initial drive, 2 punts on the last 2 drives. Single back, Hunt, they fake to him. Mahomes looking left. Now will step up, holds it, slings it, caught at the 40 on a sidearm throw, 35-30. Noah Gray, the Chiefs' newest weapon, is down to the Raider 26. Robert Spillane tackling from behind, but Mahomes went sidearm for 27 to Noah Gray. Here's Josh Klingler.
I think not only sidearm, but a little no-look as well. Mahomes had that sheepish grin after he found the wide-open Noah Gray. He was open for a minute, then he waited a second, looked off the defender, and found him.
Back to the Patrick we all know and love with the no-look sidearm.
When he stays in the pocket, that extra beat, that extra moment staying in the pocket opens up so many other opportunities, finds Noah Gray there.
First and 10, Kansas City at the 27 of the Raiders. 3-3 tie, 5:07 to go, second quarter. Chiefs out of an empty set will throw it on first down. Mahomes pump faking, has to slide down on his left hip. And it will be no gain on the play. A flag thrown.
I know that.
No flag. I think it's the shoes of Kelsey that look like penalty flags. There was a chat going on. You could hear the talk between Clay Martin. Was he talking?
Talking to Max Crosby. Max Crosby takes an opportunity to get a little push on Patrick Mahomes. It's a foot-first slide, so he should have been basically untouchable as he touched the ground, but Max Crosby got a little jab in there.
Second and 10, Kansas City at the Raider 27. 3-3 tie at 4:20 to go in the first half. The Chiefs deep in the pocket. They're going to try to throw a screen that's knocked down. Runs haven't worked. Screens haven't worked. Incomplete. Jonah Laulo, the rookie, was able to cover that. The Chiefs only have 7 runs for 6 yards in this game.
Yeah.
And that's been an issue. So third down and 10 for Kansas City now at the Raider 27.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes also just 126 yards, 7.4 yards per pass play. But as you mentioned, 7 carries rushing for 6 yards total in his first half.
Laulo, the rookie out of Oklahoma. Third down 10 for the Chiefs at the 27 of the Raiders. 3-3 tie at 4:12 to go second quarter. Mahomes stays in the pocket, unloads it, finds Kelsey at the 20, flips it off to P. Ryan. First down at the 15, and out of bounds on the angle at the 12. Travis Kelsey with the option pass, bringing it into the NFL for 15 yards. He would have been stopped short of a first down. In the blink of an eye, Kelsey acts like it's practice and throws it backward to P. Ryan for a first down at the Raider 12.
Incredible vision, versatility, athleticism by Travis Kelsey. Accurate throw upon heat on the tackle. Knows exactly where he is on the field making plays.
Chiefs are in the eye. They'll run it. Kareem Hunt left side inside the 10, runs hard. On first and 10 from the 12 of the Raiders, he'll get to the 8, gaining 4 yards. Isaiah Polamau will advance make sure he didn't advance any further, but the Chiefs at least get 4 yards on first down in the run, something that's been very tough to get done in this first half.
Yeah, just needed that jolt of energy, and that's what Travis Kelce provided there with that huge play between he and Samaje Perine. You felt the energy get turned up here in the stadium and on the field. Let's get this run game going.
Again, Kelce had the catch, and then in an instant threw it backwards to Perine on a full head of steam. Isaiah Pacheco in the game now. Second down. 6 for the Chiefs at the 8 of the Raiders. 3-3 tie. Left side throw caught by Kelce at the 5 and then goes down immediately. And they're going to say officially at the 6-yard line, it'll be just a gain of 2. And Kansas, that's a little bit weird because as soon as Kelce caught it, he went down right away.
He was moving backwards towards the line of scrimmage. He wasn't pushed or jolted down, so they're going to put the ball right at the 6-yard line. Not sure he would have had a chance to get the first down or a touchdown there.
Big play here. 3rd down and 4 for the Chiefs. They can get a first down before reaching the end zone. 3-3 tie. 20 seconds before the first half. 2-minute warning and a timeout now called by the Raiders.
Las Vegas calls their first time out of the half. 30 seconds.
And a reminder, if you're a Chiefs fan outside of Kansas City, Chiefs Kingdom Worldwide is here to help you find fellow fans. We found a group in Cambodia that now gets together for every game or close to it. Find someone to watch the Chiefs or put your spot on the map. Register now at ChiefsKingdomWorldwide.com. The timeout by the Raiders. Let's stay here, but it's brought to you by Van Chevrolet. All roads lead to Van. Visit VanKC.com. Big play. 3-3 tie. 19 seconds to the first half 2-minute warning. Kansas City 3rd and 4 at the 6 of the Raiders. Chiefs are 3 for 6 on 3rd down. Perine will be the running back. Stationed to the left of Mahomes. 2 receivers to the right. Now they load up with a 3rd receiver to the right. Mahomes has a pass for the left side. It is caught. Touchdown! Floating it up to Justin Watson. A 6-yard touchdown. And now Patrick Mahomes has set the all-time Kansas City Chiefs record with his 237th touchdown pass, besting the late, great Lenny Dawson on a jump ball left side throw to Justin Watson.
They had heat bearing down on him from the pass rush just right around Wanye Morris, but Patrick Mahomes trusting his receivers in these clutch situations, and give credit to Justin Watson out-jumping Jack Jones, attacking the ball at the closest point from where it came from to get it done.
Matthew Wright adds the extra point. And Patrick Mahomes, I mentioned on the outset, a time in the studio with him and Len Dawson back in 2018. And I knew it was a moment to cherish. And Patrick Mahomes said, I want to be great like you, and I want to win world championships like you. And Lenny said, I'm going to hold you to that, partner. Guess what? Patrick Mahomes has lived up to the challenge by Lenny Dawson and now takes out Len's touchdown pass record in Kansas City Chiefs history. Here is Josh Klingler.
Mahomes usually a little more celebratory after a touchdown, but he wasn't happy. The extracurriculars continue after the play with the Raiders. He thought he was hit after that play. He'll now celebrate the most career touchdown passes, but keep an eye on some late stuff from the Raiders.
This time it was Kalavion Chason. He's the guy that tackled Mahomes from behind in Vegas that injured Pat's ankle.
Yes. I'm sure there'll be a lot of discussion about that going into the locker room at halftime from the Chiefs coaches, and these officials should know it.
Now a kick is muffed at the goal line at the 10. This is Lobby, and Lobby gets buried back at the 18 at 2:10 to go in the first half, and the Chiefs leading 10-3. Kansas City gets a 7-play, 53-yard touchdown drive. It was a record setter, as now Patrick Mahomes has more touchdown passes than any quarterback in Kansas City Chiefs history. But now the Chiefs, with all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, can possibly get the ball back because the Raiders get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Got to make sure you don't give up any chunk plays. Got a lot of momentum on your side here. And as you mentioned, the 3 timeouts, the Chiefs lost the coin toss, so the Raiders will get the ball to come out for the 3rd quarter.
Right now, the missed 56-yard field goal looms big with the Raiders. 1st and 10 at their own 18. 2:10 to go. They're going to run it on the right side. This goes to McCormick, and the practice squad running back will bust it out to the 35 and get a 17-yard run before Brian Cook stops him. But that'll take it to the 2-minute warning. 10-3 Kansas City.
First down. This is the 2-minute warning.
And the Raiders get room on a 17-yard run by the practice squad running back, Sincere McCormick out of UTSA. The 2-minute warning powered by Ford. Build and price your brand new Ford vehicle online at buyfordnow.com.
Give back this holiday season and join the fight against hunger with SiriusXM and Why Hunger's annual donation drive. Bid on items signed by Dave Matthews Band, LL Cool J, Pearl Jam, and many more. Meet country superstar Carrie Underwood at her Reflection residency at Resorts World Las Vegas. Or simply donate. Go to SiriusXM.com/Hungerthon now.
Christian McCaffrey and the San Francisco 49ers.
They give it to Christian off the right side. Cutback. Touchdown! CMC!
Take on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Allen going to take it and run, and he's got the first down and more, and muscles his way into the end zone.
Sunday at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The 49ers call on Sirius 83 XM 226. The Bills call on Sirius 85 XM 225. In the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
Another helping of NFL football on this Black Friday with the resumption of a classic rivalry as the Kansas City Chiefs host the Las Vegas Raiders on Sirius XM NFL Radio. Live coverage on Now, followed by post-game recap and reaction on Channel 88 and on the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
2 minutes to go in the first half, 10-3 Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes just threw his 238th career touchdown pass, the most in Chiefs history. But now the Raiders get a 17-yard run by Sincere McCormick to get it out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs still have 3 timeouts remaining. The Raiders have 2. A missed 56-yard field goal by A.J. Cole gave the Chiefs a short field, and they used it to get a touchdown. On a third down, touchdown pass of 6 yards to Justin Watson for the record breaker. And now if the Chiefs can get a stop, they still have a chance of getting the ball back here, Danon.
Yeah.
And a chance to score at the end of the half.
It almost works to their benefit that first down was had, as opposed to it being 2nd and 1. You get a restart and basically in the same circumstance.
Single back as O'Connell is under center. McCormick stays in at running back. They bring it on a jet sweep across the formation all the way to the right boundary, and it goes to Trey Tucker. And Tucker, who's very good at running such plays, gets 11 yards on jet action left to right and another first down. The Raiders get back-to-back double-digit plays. They're thinking about scoring.
Yeah, it looks like the Chiefs defense, they're dead set on trying to make noise in the backfield, attacking the line of scrimmage, and the speed getting to the edge right now working against them by the Raiders.
Raiders load up the right side with 3 eligible receivers. 1st and 10 at their own 46. A minute 24 and counting to go in the first half. Now motion in front of Aiden O'Connell. Takes the snap at his face mask. He comes on a near side throw. It's overthrown and incomplete on an in cut intended for Jacoby Myers, who had a lot of attention from the Chiefs. Joshua Williams again playing corner here and playing instead of Najee Johnson or Keith Traylor. It's 2nd and 10 with the clock stopped. Raiders ball at their own 46. Chiefs lead 10-3.
Well, what Joshua Williams brings to the table from that cornerback position is size and length. At 6'3", 193 pounds. Just good to see him back on the field defensively. He's made some big plays for us in the past 2 years.
McCormick stays in at running back, but the Raiders will go to the shotgun. McCormick gets it on an inside run, trying to dart to the left, now to the right, and he's stopped right there and hit by Justin Reed at 1:10 to go in the half, gain of 1. The Chiefs will use one of their 3 timeouts. 10-3 Kansas City, so now 3rd and 9 for the Raiders, Danon Hughes, at their own 47.
Kansas City, they're first. It's a 30-second timeout.
Now, unlike...
Please set the game clock to 1:11, 1:11, please.
Unlike the previous possession for the Raiders, I don't see this as 4-down territory. You don't want to give the Chiefs the opportunity to get the ball around midfield if they're not able to get this third down conversion. They will punt it away and try to get us backed up against the goal line to end this first half.
3rd and 9. Colton Miller, Jackson Powers Johnson, Andre James, Dylan Parham, DJ Glaze on the offensive line. Amir Abdullah, the veteran, is in now at running back. 3 receivers to the left of Aiden O'Connell to the far side, all lined up in an accordion fashion. The inside receivers on the line of scrimmage. 10-3 Kansas City. Now they motion to a triangle. Chiefs looking to blitz. O'Connell sees it, trying to call an adjustment. The Chiefs adjust to the adjustment on 3rd down and 9. O'Connell being chased from behind. Hit by, and the ball comes out or no? They're going to say recovered. Chris Jones came in from the backside to get his second sack of the half after waiting since week 4 to get one.
Kansas City, they're second.
He looped in from behind, a loss of 2.
30 seconds.
And now the Raiders will be forced to punt. The line of scrimmage is their own 45 at 1:06 to go. The Chiefs use their second timeout.
A lot of movement going on that last play, Mitch. You saw Aiden O'Connell come to the line of scrimmage, change the play. The Chiefs changed their play. They changed the blitz. They went to a zone. Little cat and mouse going on. We're able to jump the snap, and Chris Jones gets his second sack of the afternoon.
A.J. Cole will punt it. McCole Hardman stands with his toes at the 10-yard line. 10-3 Kansas City. Chiefs just took the lead on a touchdown pass, a record setter by Patrick Mahomes. And now A.J. Cole trying to rugby punt it to the near side. It will go out of bounds, and the official will come up the line to see where will they mark this out. And Cole, it will say at the 15, plus a penalty flag thrown as well. So it ends up being just a 40-yard punt.
This could be a huge penalty if it's against the Raiders for running out of bounds on their own accord. I'm not sure if that is the case.
They're saying it is against the silver and black. And the Chiefs will take any yard they can get here to try to score before the end of the half. The Raiders get the ball, as you mentioned, to start the third quarter. But the Chiefs just had a 53-yard touchdown drive.
Player out of bounds on a kick. Las Vegas, number 34. Kansas City will tackle on the 5-yard penalty to the end of the play. It's 1st down. Timeout.
They're going to have a official timeout. It's a break for the Chiefs at 1 minute to go in the first half. 10-3 Kansas City. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network. For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there is with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny. And this is Shaw.
Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
When he's not cutting grass, he's cutting hair.
So every person is different, from hair tight to head shape. And I feel like it's the same way in a yard.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
Kansas City 10, the Raiders 3, 1 minute to go in the second quarter. The Chiefs just got a touchdown from Mahomes to Justin Watson, a record breaker. 238 touchdown passes by Patrick Mahomes. Len Dawson had 237 in 157 games. Pat's done it in 108 games. But now he's got the 1 minute and the 2 minute drill to deal with here against this really good pass rush of the Raiders. And they're going to bring a blitz. And Mahomes has no chance. Absolutely blanketed back at the 15-yard line. A loss of 6. Spillane and K'Lavon Chason, no chance. Clock moving at 42 seconds. Chiefs have 1 timeout left, but they have 2nd and 15 at their own 16.
They're not using the timeout here. The clock is winding down. Most of that negative play, they may go a little bit more conservative here.
2nd and 15. Long count by Mahomes. 4-man rush. He'll come to the near boundary. He's got D-Hop. That's a 45. Hopkins is up in the midfield. At 18 seconds to go, it's a 34-yard pass, burning Jack Jones. And now the Chiefs call timeout with 18 seconds and the ball at midfield as DeAndre Hopkins burns Jack Jones for 34 yards.
Yeah, it just runs that same stutter go that he ran against him earlier in this game, and that's all about coaching and preparation. When you recognize a tendency from a defensive back, and Jack Jones jumped the stutter last year for a pick 6, and we're taking advantage of that aggressiveness now.
DeAndre Hopkins' first catch, but can the Chiefs score here at the end of the half? 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Chiefs are now out of timeouts. They have the ball squarely at midfield, leading 10-3. Mahomes against a 4-man rush. They double up on Crosby, and a low catch is made. They're going to say incomplete. It stops the clock at 12 seconds. Noah Gray tried to go low to catch it. But the Chiefs now out of timeouts with 12 seconds to go in the half. And what do we have here?
Well, they're discussing whether it was a catch or not. Here's the problem. The Chiefs are ready to get up to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball and spike it with an opportunity to run one more play before having to roll out the kick unit. Now they can have a situation where 10 seconds is run off.
Yeah, this is a fundamental error here as Clay Martin is going to come over and they're going to say now a catch, but it's 12 seconds and 2nd and 1, a 9-yard catch to Gray.
The problem you have here is because the clock was continuing to run and we don't have any timeouts left.
Mahomes will have to get up and spike the ball once they do it ready for play.
After an expedited review, it was a catch. He was down by contact with 14 seconds. By rule, this does require a 10-second runoff. He set the game clock to 4 seconds. 4 seconds.
This is an administrative error that goes against the Chiefs.
Yeah, this is terrible. By rule, because the clock was moving, you get a 10-second runoff, even though the offense would have gotten another play off before 10.
They would have spiked the ball and stopped the clock. Now the Chiefs, 2nd down, and will spike the ball now. Because of an administrative error, the Chiefs lose 10 seconds.
And could have gotten a closer attempt. You probably could have thrown an out route or something to the sidelines within that 10 seconds had they got the play right on the initial call. But now you put our newly acquired kicker behind the 8 ball with what, a 59-yard?
Yeah, you want the irony here? Matthew Wright kicked a 59-yarder for the Chiefs against the Raiders in 2022. He'll try to tie his career long for the Chiefs against the Raiders. He gets his right leg through. It's going to be now returned on a short kick. As moving to the right side is it's DJ Turner, and they tackle him. But administrative error cost the Chiefs a chance to get closer and a chance for a field goal at the end of the second quarter. As it stands, the end of the half, Matt Araiza made the tackle, by the way, his 2nd of the game. But An administrative error cost the Chiefs at the end of the half. 10-3 Kansas City. Art Haynes standing by with a Hy-Vee halftime show. Next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Now, the Hy-Vee Halftime Report. It's brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Hey everyone, it's your friend John Mayer here. Genres aren't rock or pop or hip-hop. They're real genres of life. They're like Mondays, dinner with family, songs I remember from junior high. And that's what you're going to get on Life with John Mayer. It's my music, it's everyone else's music. It's singing in the shower and a quiet night at home. Come along with me as I play music that fits the moments of your life as they happen. On now, Channel 14, and on the SiriusXM app.
Here is Art Haynes with the Hy-Vee Halftime Report.
Art Haynes at the GEHA NFL desk. Halftime, the Chiefs enjoy a 10-3 Black Friday lead over the Raiders. 3 games, of course, around the NFL yesterday. One of them got surprisingly close. The Lions led throughout against the Bears, but Chicago had a chance when the game had a bizarre ending.
Williams at the line, tapping his head. We're down to 15 seconds here. Caleb Williams out of the shotgun, 3rd and long. Time is moving. Gotta go under 10 seconds now. Oh my goodness. Back to Williams. He's ready to throw. He'll throw it down the middle of the field. Incomplete at the horn. The game is over. The Bears won't even get to 4th down.
That's Jason Benetti on Westwood 1. The Lions win 23-20. This morning, the Bears fired coach Matt Eberflus. His record was 14-32 in 3 years coaching the Bears. Detroit with that usual great running game. David Montgomery, 88 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 87. And Laporta, the tight end, with 2 touchdowns. We, by the way, are brought to you by Crown Royal. Take a water break and moderate your drinking. Stay hydrated. Stay royal. Crown Royal Canadian whiskey. The middle game found the Cowboys knocking off the Giants 27-20. The Giants were ahead 7-6. Then this happened.
Block from under center. It's a play fake. He fades back. He's pressured. He flicks it to his back. It's tipped in. It's intercepted. Streaking back 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! DeMarion Overshown. He finger grazed the pass. Caught it clean. And he takes it for 6.
John Sadak on Westwood 1. Cowboys led 13-10 at the half, but then scored 2 unanswered touchdowns in the third quarter. They hold on 27-20. Drew Lock, the Lee Summit native, not bad for the Giants. 21 of 32 for 178 yards, but you heard that pick 6. Also had a touchdown rushing. Rico Dowdle rushed for 112 yards and a score for the Cowboys. It was the Packers cruising past the Dolphins in the night game 30-17. Jordan Love, 21 of 28 for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns. Here was one of them.
Trips left. Love gets the shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws left. Caught by Jaden Reed. Gets a block. Runs across the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown Packers. Second of the night for Jaden Reed.
Ryan Radke on Westwood 1. Jonnu Smith for the Dolphins had 10 catches for 113 yards, but the Packers win easily 30-17. College football today in the Egg Bowl. Why do they call it that? I don't know. But Ole Miss leading Mississippi State by a score of 10-7. Other college football games being played today. Boise State is a winner over Oregon State 34-18. Utah State leading Colorado State 13-0 in the second quarter. Stanford on top of San Jose State 3-0. Minnesota 24-7 over Wisconsin, which just imploded. They finished 5-7 on the year. Nebraska and Iowa play tonight. Halftime at Arrowhead, and the Chiefs up on the Raiders 10-3. We'll have first half stats from our game next on the Chiefs Radio Network.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So, you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile.
See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Every NFL game is on SiriusXM. Sunday at 4:05 p.m. Eastern, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers battle the Carolina Panthers. Catch the Bucs broadcast on Sirius 139 XM 381 or the Panthers on Sirius 85 XM 225. Then at 4:25 p.m. Eastern, the Eagles take on the Ravens. Listen to the Eagles call on Sirius 106 XM 380 or the Ravens on Sirius 162 XM 227 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
I'm Mariah Carey.
This holiday season, the Queen of Christmas takes over SiriusXM Holly every Monday.
Mariah Mondays.
Sharing her favorite holiday music and stories.
My gift to you.
Celebrating 30 years since Mariah released her first Christmas album.
Happy holidays.
Throughout December, starting Monday on Holly, Channel 79, or at home with a SiriusXM app.
College basketball is back, and the road to the championship starts now on SiriusXM.
Knock it down!
Catch all the top games, the buzzer beaters, and the rivalries you live for in both men's and women's college basketball.
RJ Davis!
Whether you're driving, at home, or on the go, follow your favorite teams in every unforgettable moment. College basketball lives on SiriusXM. Anywhere you are, go to SiriusXM.com/sports to find out where to hear your favorite team.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Once again, here's Art Haynes with the Hy-Vee halftime report.
Two receivers to the right. Now they load up with a third receiver to the right. Mahomes has a pass for the left side. It is caught. Touchdown! Floating it up to Justin Watson. A 6-yard touchdown. And now Patrick Mahomes has set the all-time Kansas City Chiefs record, besting the late, great Lenny Dawson on a jump ball left side throw to Justin Watson.
Only score of the first half touchdown-wise, and the Chiefs lead the Raiders 10-3. Our injury report brought to you by St. Luke's. For game day minor mishaps, get same-day care with St. Luke's convenient clinics or video visits so you won't miss a single play. Learn more at stlukeskc.org/same-day care. Well, Nick Bolton went off the field briefly favoring a leg, but he returned, and that is the only injury for the Chiefs, and it was a minor one and a short one. Numbers in the game for the Chiefs. Mahomes is 15 of 24 for 192 yards and a touchdown. Not much running, 10 yards for the Chiefs. Kareem Hunt, a tough going, 9 yards on 5 carries. Isaiah Pacheco, 1 yard on 3 attempts. Passing, different story. Travis Kelce, 6 catches for 63 yards. Noah Gray, 2 for 35. DeAndre Hopkins, 1 for 34. And the touchdown you heard to Justin Watson. On the Raiders side, Aiden O'Connell, 8 of 12 for 107, sacked twice. Sincere McCormick has 29 yards rushing, and their leading receiver, Jacoby Myers, with 5 catches for 86 yards. From a team standpoint, Chiefs have the 12-7 lead in first downs. They've run 35 plays to 25. Total yards 191 for Kansas City, 158 for Las Vegas. Time of possession favors the Chiefs about 16 minutes to 14, and the lead favors the Chiefs 10-3. We'll send it back to Mitch for second half play coming up next on the Chiefs Radio Network.
If you're hearing this, you're in Chiefs Kingdom, the land of champions. And what do champions do? They win. Play the world champions, Kansas City Chiefs instant ticket from the Kansas Lottery for a chance to win up to $75,000. Or enter your tickets into the Play On app for a chance to win one-of-a-kind Chiefs experiences. Because the only thing better than winning is winning again. See kslottery.com for details.
Here, we've got our own state and state of mind, where worlds of all kinds converge under 2 T's and 1 lone star. Here is in the eye of the storm and up in the stars. Here, tradition fuels progress, and unity is born from proud individualism. Here, anything can happen, because this isn't just Texas Tech. It's what's next. And from here, it's possible.
This has been the Hy-Vee Halftime Report with Art Haynes. Hy-Vee, we help Chiefs fans lead easier, healthier, and happier lives. Coming up, Mitch Holthus, Dayton Hughes, and Josh Klingler return with second half action. It's brought to you in part by Tickets for Less. Tickets for Less, proud partner of the Chiefs Radio Network. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Every NFL Sunday, you'll hear all the big plays on SiriusXM NFL Radio's Sunday Drive.
Touchdown, Buffalo!
Follow the entire league without changing the channel.
Chiefs are in the red zone. Let's go out to Kansas City.
Plus, fantasy football updates and post-game interviews.
From Baltimore, tight end Mark Andrews.
The Sunday Drive brings you closer to the NFL. Sundays noon to 8 Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Once again, the voice of the Chiefs, Mitch Holthus.
10-3 Kansas City, although some controversy at the end of the half. Let's check in with Josh Klingler.
Yeah, Andy Reid at the half telling Prime that really offensively the things backing this team up, penalties and sacks, have to get things cleaned up in that regard. And then defensively, he said they needed to get back to stopping the run. Got a little away from stopping the run game late in the half. Those are a couple of things he highlighted heading into halftime. No injuries, knock on wood, in the first half for the Chiefs. Pretty clean game through the first half.
The administrative error, which cost the Chiefs 10 seconds at the end of the second quarter, will be discussed, I'm sure, in the weeks ahead. But a completion-incompletion screw-up by the officials cost the Chiefs 10 seconds. But now it's left to the right. The second half kickoff brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs, providing excellent health care for the Chiefs Kingdom. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. Dylan Albee and DJ Turner. Let's see where Wright puts this ball. And he will kick it short in the landing zone at the 2-yard line. It's taken by DJ Turner trying to get to the outside. Right, he is cut down. Big-time open field tackle by Chamari Connor. Great target, legal target. He's put his helmet right on the thigh pad of the Raider returner. The Raiders will start at their own 25-yard line.
And Mitch, going back to that administrative error in thinking back on that rule where there's an automatic 10-second runoff, if it's the officials, it should at worst be 5 seconds. Like, there has to be a little bit of a give and take there. 10 seconds by a defensive issue versus an offensive issue versus an official issue. There's just not any equity there.
Well, how about 0 seconds if it's an official's error? Anyway, it'll be discussed in the future. O'Connell on first down wants a play-action pass with the clean pocket. He's got a deep pass. It's incomplete. Wide to Jacoby Myers, who is running a deep crosser left to right. And really the first time O'Connell today has been offline. And it was a double coverage look for Kansas City with Cook and Connor both back on Jacoby Myers.
Basically, every time Aiden O'Connell drops back, he's looking for one of two guys in the passing game, Jacoby Myers or Brock Bowers.
And to be honest, Gardner Minshew did the same, at least over the last month. 14:51 to go, just underway third quarter. Chiefs lead 10-3. Abdullah is the running back. They're going to go on a counter pitch. And the former Cornhusker gets a nice run across the 30 plus that. Gets to the 35 and a gain of 12. A counter pitch, faking into the line and getting the pitch out to Abdullah, and the Raiders have a first down at their own 36 officially.
Well, if you look the run game for the Raiders in the first half, they had some success with the jet sweep, so the Chiefs have to honor and respect that jet sweep action, exposes them on the perimeter.
Chris Jones inside, Karlaftis, Dana on the outside of Chris Jones inside, Karlaftis, Dana on the outside of the front four. First and 10, Raiders down 10-3. 50 seconds into the third quarter. Single back is Abdullah. They fake to him. They want to throw back to the near side. And O'Connell fires it. Incomplete. Good coverage by Justin Reed, who was with Brock Bowers. I think O'Connell just threw that one away off the hands of Bowers because the protection was breaking down to the backside of the former Purdue quarterback.
It looked like Brock Bowers was a little late vacating his blocking responsibility. That's a good job by Justin Reed, staying with his job. Doing your job eliminates big plays against your defense.
Sound like Spags now. Second and 10 for the Raiders at their own 36. O'Connell started 7 of 8 for 99 yards since 1 of 6 for 9 yards. But last year, he wins the game and didn't complete a pass in the second, third, or fourth quarters. Here comes pressure. They throw it in the flat. Caught at the 35-yard line and around a would-be defender. And inside Chiefs territory and all the way down to the Kansas City 40-yard line is DJ Turner on a 24-yard pass play that went to the flat. And this is about 23 yards after catch. Brian Cook had a chance to stop him.
Yeah, Brian Cook just has to break down a little bit better, maybe a little over-aggressive in attacking the intended receiver. Out on an island by himself, just gets run right around.
10-3 Kansas City, but now the Raiders with a couple big plays. A counter pitch of 11 and a route to the boundary for 21 on a missed tackle. Counter play. Abdullah plows into the line. At the Kansas City 39, he'll gain 5 to the 34. Nick Bolton there to stop the 10-year veteran running back. A little power O action.
Yep.
And it's second down. They'll say just a gain of 4, so make it 2nd and 6.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Pennell Jr. out there trying to get everybody fired up. Can't give up any big plays here.
Abdullah stays in at running back. Bowers comes in motion to a tight slot to the short side, left side of the field. They fake the stretch. O'Connell, all kinds of time, now unloads it. Far side, broken up. Could have been intercepted. Joshua Williams attacked the ball and knocked it down, incomplete, intended for Jacoby Myers at the Kansas City 21.
A great awareness by Joshua Williams. This is how you play zone coverage. It's kind of a zone coverage in the back end. He recognized no one's in my area. Let me go ahead and seek out the guy that's coming towards me and break on the ball to cause a deflection.
3rd and 6 for the Raiders at the Kansas City 35. 10-3 Chiefs. 12:30 to go third quarter. Raiders are 2 of 5 on third down. This may be 4-down territory for them. They give it off to Abdullah. They don't have to wait for 4th down. They're going to get a first down on this run. They needed 6. They get 7. On an inside power move again. And a first down for the Raiders at the Kansas City 29.
Looked like there was some late communication, maybe miscommunication in the back end. A lot of adjustments happening as that ball was snapped. And they're going to
say 4th down here. He did not pick up the first down. Wow, the Chiefs get a break here. Initially, they marked it a yard past the first down marker. Now it is 4th down and less than a yard for a first down. O'Connell's 6'3", 212, a threat to sneak, and instead they hand it off. Then the Chiefs might have stuffed him. Nick Bolton and will stuff the running back Abdullah for no gain, and the Chiefs are going to take over on downs. Mike Dana also there along with Nick Bolton. They have not signaled yet that the Chiefs have possession. In fact, you saw them, Dane, in the play before. The one linesman on the far side marked it for a first down. And the Chiefs are going to hold on downs. Charles Omenihu also involved in the play along with Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs get the football and stop the Raiders at their own 30-yard line, leading 10-3. Another fourth down stop this season by the Chiefs defense. This quarter with 11:45 remaining is brought to you by GEHA.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, get ready to turn your tailgate into tail great with help from Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Go Chiefs!
You'll find everything you need at Hy-Vee, from burgers and buns to sides, fruit trays, desserts, and a whole lot more. Plus, check out Hy-Vee's expansive wine and spirit selection for all your game day needs. Tailgating has never been easier with help from your local Hy-Vee. And go Chiefs!
Charles Omenihu back after his ACL tear in the AFC Championship game at Baltimore. His first game back. Since then, teams up with Nick Bolton to stop Amir Abdullah of the Raiders on fourth down and inches at the Kansas City 30. And now the Chiefs get a stop on downs and a 10-3 lead and the ball and a chance to extend the lead. Isaiah Pacheco is the running back. Station to the left hip of Mahomes on 1st and 10. And now sprints in motion to the boundary or to the field side. Mahomes with time goes over the middle, incomplete. Kelsey was covered up by Diablo. And Mahomes might have thrown that one away. They were looking deep. They had 3 guys out there deep on routes.
Yeah, not bad protection. Patrick Mahomes showing a little bit more patience there, staying in the pocket. Looks like Max Crosby, when he's not rushing off the edge trying to beat the tackle, he's anticipating Patrick Mahomes to scramble and vacate the pocket so he can make the tackle or at least track him down.
Super smart player. We know he's a villain, but man, he's a smart villain. 2nd and 10 Chiefs leading 10-3 at their own. And the pass caught near side. It's caught by Noah Gray, wide open at the near hash, and he's into Raider territory, rolling on both shoulders just outside the Chiefs logo for 21 yards. Up to the Raider 48-yard line. The Chiefs snap it quick, and a bullet thrown to Noah Gray.
Yeah, the Raiders just opt to go with a too deep coverage, and give credit to Noah Gray. You recognize zone coverage, then find the open area between the linebackers and safeties. He gets it done.
1st and 10 Chiefs at the Raider 48. 11:04 to go, third quarter. Chiefs lead 10-3. They fake jet action. They hand it off. Pacheco off tackle. 40-yard line, 35. 30-yard line, 25 up the boundary. And the Pacheco is back. Pops for 31 yards. He's just off injured reserve after having that injury in week 2. And what a run by Pacheco to get that burst you were talking about earlier.
And a great job by Wanye Morris sealing the outside rusher, opening up that gap on that left side between Wanye and Joe Tooney, getting the job done in the trenches, and then the speed. that angry run by Isaiah Pacheco inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 for the Chiefs at the 15 of the Raiders. 10-3 Kansas City, 10:24 to go, third quarter. Pacheco gets it again, and he will take a Raider forward, but a short gain to the 13, gaining 1.5 yards. The Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery Red Zone. Download the Kansas Lottery Play-On app, scan your tickets, and enter to win more. John Jenkins, 12-year veteran, been with 5 different teams, able to wrap up Pacheco that time. But, man, Pacheco on his 34-yard run now officially hit it strong.
Yeah, hit it strong, showed some patience there, and then that burst is back by Pop.
Second down and 8. Chiefs at the 13 of the Raiders, leading 10-3. Mahomes set the record earlier in the game. Now a flag on the play. Crosby chasing Mahomes, who loses his footing on the football and covers it up back at the 34. It's a 21-yard loss pending the penalty, and it's on Kansas City. Mahomes is trying to peel around.
Formation offense, number 74 was in the backfield. Penalties declined. Third down.
It's a 21-yard loss. And the Chiefs now will have 3rd and 28 from the Raider 33-yard line.
And Patrick was almost successful escaping Max Crosby there, just lost his footing. Unfortunate negative play. Now you just want to make sure you stay within field goal range here unless you're able to draw a penalty defensively.
3rd and 28. Chiefs lead 10-3. They had the ball at the Raider 33. Left side boundary throw, caught at the 25 by DeAndre Hopkins. Pushed out by 4 different Raiders there, but at least gives the Chiefs a chance with a Matthew Wright field goal, gain of 11 yards.
A good smart play there, just an easy throw and catch to your top receiver as far as catchability. DeAndre Hopkins gets out of bounds. Now at least a better chance at getting 3 points on the board here with Matthew Wright.
Matthew Wright had one game with San Francisco this year. He was 3 for 3 in that game. He missed a 59-yarder near the end of the half. This will be a 42-yard attempt. Again, Matthew Wright has had 53 field goal attempts. This is his 53rd, and 47 transactions. Wright trying to put the Chiefs up by 2 scores, and he does so. The replacement kicker just replaced the replacement kicker, who kicks a replacement field goal of 42 yards to give the Chiefs a 2-possession, 13-3 lead at 8:40 to go, third quarter. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio.
What a play!
From start-sit decisions to waiver wire advice to injury updates, Sirius XM Channel 87 helps you win your fantasy football league. With expert advice from Jeff Mams.
Making the most moves doesn't result in the most wins.
Howard Bender.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Jeff Ratcliffe.
Don't overvalue wide receiver cornerback.
Bob Harris.
If you're in a league that doesn't have IR, go out and start looking to waiver wires for players who are about to be activated.
Adam Ronis.
Personally, I don't like trading for injured players because there's a risk of a setback.
And so much more.
You've done wonders for me through the years.
Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Tony Gonzalez, only one Bobby Bell, and one Derek Thomas. There's only one Lombardi Trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at profootballhof.com.
Mitch Schultz back along with Danon Hughes and Josh Klingler. It's 13-3 Kansas City. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
7 plays, 46 yards, but the Chiefs settled for a field goal after a 21-yard sack by the Raiders. But the Chiefs were struggling running the ball. Just 8 carries for 10 yards. Bernie Haney, great stat here, until Pacheco pops no pun intended, pops the 34-yarder, and it at least gets the Chiefs a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, now they're standing at 10 rushes for 45 yards, so much better position statistically with 4.5 yards per carry. But Mitch, you go back to that stop on 4th downs. We talk about a swing.
Now Wright's kick will be short. Landing zone at the 3. Right side return outside the numbers, trying to get to the edge, and knocked down again. Fumbles late, but fumbles out of bounds in front of his own bench. Chamari Connor again holding the edge at that, looks like the L1 position. DJ Turner on the return by the Raiders. And let's check in with Josh Klingler, because there looks like there's a Raider injury, and the ball will be marked. We'll wait for the placement of the ball. It's been an adventure today with these guys. Let's go to Josh Klingler.
Yeah, we'll get on the injury. There is a player down right in front of the Raiders bench, injured on that play. Meanwhile, down here, the Chiefs special teamers do a lot of work in between possessions. I don't often see this many special teamers, though, here. We have Matthew Wright, the 3rd kicker of the season, and he's in a conversation with both Harrison Butker and Spencer Schrader, the 2 injured kickers, both here on the sidelines here today at Arrowhead. So a lot of input with special teams today.
And we got a quorum. We got a kicker convention on the sideline. Our sideline reports with Josh Klingler, kicker specialists, are powered by Google Fiber. 13-3 here. The injured Raider is the returner, DJ Turner. Legal hit by Chamari Connor, but twice now. And it looks like he tried to make the cut. This wasn't on the hit, Dane, and this was on him planting.
Hyperextended that left leg. Looks like it's a knee issue, but as you mentioned, it wasn't on the hit. He tried to plant and get outside of Chamari Connor, and that leg's just stuck in the ground.
And that leaves the Raiders with 3 wide receivers. 3. All they have left is Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and Terrence Marshall Jr., who they just called up from the practice squad. 8:33 to go, 3rd quarter. 13-3 Raiders. Aiden O'Connell fakes a handoff, comes to the near side, caught by Bowers, 35, up to the 40. Again, it's going to one of 2 guys on a pass play, either Bowers or Jacoby Myers. Chamari Connor lumps him out, but it's still an 11-yard pickup. And again, zeroing in on the NFL rookie record for catches by a tight end.
Yeah, they move him around so well, try to emulate what we do with Travis Kelce, and heck, now what we do with Noah Gray is what the Raiders are trying to do with Brock Bowers.
1st and 10 Raiders at their own 41. Chiefs lead 13-3. Almost 7 minutes gone, 3rd quarter. Now the Raiders with some confusion on the setup on the outside. 3 eligible that way. They're going to run a toss that way to the power side. It goes to McCormick, and he runs in to Nick Bolton. A gain of a yard.
Nick Bolton taking on blockers and not only able to shed the blockers, power through offensive linemen. DJ Glaze came around. He stonewalled him and then literally stopped the ball carrier in his tracks there to drive him backwards. Such power.
Look like Russell Crowe and the Gladiators, just like,
yes,
like whipping them off like flies. 7:22 to go, 3rd quarter. 13-3. They bring in an extra blocker on 2nd down and 9. Raiders own 42-yard line. Single back. They're going to kind of toss to the opposite side. And Joshua Williams and Nick Bolton, the Gladiator, shows up again. And a loss of 1 on the play. As Nick keep running tosses, Nick Bolton's going to sniff it out. Once left, once right, a loss. And now it's 3rd and 10 for the Raiders at their own 42.
Are you not entertained? I am. Nick Bolton out there getting the job done.
Oh, well played. 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. Chiefs lead 13-3 at 6:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tight bunch, trio receivers to the right side, far side of the field. And now pressure to the outside. O'Connell quick on a slant. It's incomplete. Flag on the play, offside, Kansas City. Offside. It was incomplete. Defense, the Chiefs had him off the field, and Chris Jones, who's got 2 sacks in this game, after going 8 games with none, gets the penalty.
The Chiefs line up with about 8 guys in the box at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the left outside edge just gets a little antsy, a little quick off this snap.
Yeah, he was sniffing a sack, wasn't he?
Yep.
I should say 7 weeks without a sack. He's got 2 in this game. Still 3rd and 5, Raiders at their own 46 after the penalty. Abdullah lines up to the short side, just outside the left hash. O'Connell in the pocket, lost the pass, right side, and a catch will be made and a flag thrown as Brock Bowers on a one-on-one play against Trent McDuffie for 21 yards and a one-handed catch.
Pass interference. Defense number 22. Penalties decline. Result of the play is first down.
That's such a tough assignment for Trent McDuffie. As good a cover man as Trent McDuffie is, he's going against a very athletic 6'4", 230 pounds. If I remember correctly, back in week 8 when we were out in Vegas, they ran a very similar play early in the game with Bowers on the outside and a mismatch against the cornerback.
29 on the reception officially. Only C.D. Lamb of the Cowboys came into this week with more catches than Brock Bowers. 1st and 10, Raiders at the Kansas City 25. They'll run it. Abdullah behind right guard, gets pushed to the ground by Chris Jones and will gain just 2 yards to the Chiefs 23. 5:55 to go third quarter. Kansas City 13, the Raiders 3.
And that's the kind of penetration you want to see from Chris Jones. Do your job. Don't try to jump around any blocks. Just power through. Have that gap integrity that you hear about so often as far as defenses trying to stop the run.
Sincere McCormick, the practice squad call-up for the second straight week, had a 17-yard run in the first half, is back in at running back. O'Connell has 2nd and 7 at the Kansas City 22. Chiefs lead by 10. As O'Connell in the pocket, fires at the right side, broken up. Brock Bowers the intended target, but Drew Tranquil gets his second pass broken up for the game. Nicely played. Let's go to the sideline.
DJ Turner, who was injured, guys, on the return to start this drive, now taken off on a cart. He is heading back to the Raiders locker room.
3rd and 7 for the Raiders, now at the Kansas City 22. Abdullah will be the running back, but he vacates the backfield. Empty backfield, 3-by-2. Abdullah in a single file position for the right side numbers. O'Connell, a twist against him, and a sack! George Karlaftis! It's the Purdue spring game! Because Purdue just sacked Purdue with a big-time loss. Back at the 37-yard line, a loss of 15 yards.
Now the Raiders have a decision to make here if they're going to try for another long field goal. Excellent job. Get off power, speed by George Karlaftis to get the job done. His 5th sack on the season. Coverage downfield, impeccable. And they force another long field goal attempt here. It looks like it's going to be 55 yards.
Cole missed a 55-yarder this way near the end of the second quarter. Cole's kick is up. Line drive kick that is going to be no good. 2 misses by Cole. Daniel Carlson with the miss. Daniel Carlson had hit 17 straight field goals until this game, and he's now 0 for 2, missing from 55 and 56. The Chiefs will have great field position with a 13-3 lead. When we come back, this third quarter brought to you by GEHA.
Are you ready to get in the game with Shelter Insurance at the home of the Red Kingdom? You can win a VIP game day experience in Kansas City that includes seeing Mitch Holthus in action. All thanks to Shelter Insurance. Participating Shelter Insurance agents can register you in the drawing for this dream package. So visit shelterinsurance.com/get in the game to find out how you can sign up. Shelter Insurance, for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Pliers, drillers, testers, threaders, tools, cables, pull it, cutters, snip it, labels, print it, fish tape, routed, tools, voltage tested, friction, lube it, connectors, crimpets, safety, got it. All the vendors, products, pullers, get screwdrivers, and more pliers.
All the tools, all in one place. Graybar.
What does it mean to be the official information technology provider for the Chiefs? It means everything. Technology Group Solutions makes sure everything runs flawlessly for the millions of fans that attend games and the hundreds of millions of fans that comprise Chiefs Kingdom around the world. Technology Group Solutions can deploy that same dedication, problem solving, and incredible service to ensure your business runs smoothly. Technology Group Solutions, powering Chiefs Kingdom, and ready to do the same for you.
Attention Chiefs Kingdom, don't miss your chance to miss the action live. Tickets for Less is your go-to for Chiefs tickets, both home and away. Get seats for any remaining regular season home game or playoff tickets with no added fees at checkout. Plus, save even more with promo code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com. Looking to elevate your game day? Check out the all-inclusive VIP tailgate for great food, drinks, and an unbeatable pregame vibe. Every seat holds a story. Find yours and save with promo code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Tickets for Less. Enter the Tickets for Less Chiefs VIP contest for your chance to win Chiefs tickets, signed Chiefs merchandise, a stadium tour, and a $100 gift card. Register now at ticketsforless.com/contests.
4:28 to go in the third quarter. The Chiefs on a Daniel Carlson field goal miss of 55 yards take over 1st and 10, leading 13-3. At their own 45. They line up in an I formation set. Here comes pressure, and a quick pass is incomplete. Mahomes had to get rid of it in a hurry because within nanoseconds he was being pressured by Max Crosby. But let's go back to Daniel Carlson. He came in making 17 straight field goals. 53, 54, and 52 included in that 17 straight. Against the Chiefs, he had made 19 of 21 in his career, including 2 54-yarders. The ball is not carrying today on these deep kicks for either Matthew Wright or Daniel Carlson. 2nd and 10, Chiefs at their own 45. Here comes a blitz. Quick pass dropped by Kelsey at midfield. The pressure was coming from the backside of Mahomes. They were selling out, attacking Wanya Morris on a blitz, and now the Chiefs have 3rd and 10 at their own 45.
Well, Patrick identified man-to-man coverage. The big telltale there, Mitch, was that they split out Kareem Hunt, and the middle linebacker, Robert Spillane, split out with him. Anytime you bring the linebacker out, you know it's man-to-man coverage. He tries to take advantage of it quick.
Big wide 9 set up by Crosby here. Chiefs are 4 of 8 on 3rd down. Again, about 53% for the season, number 1 in the league. Here comes Crosby again. Mahomes goes left boundary, trying to locate the ball. DeAndre Hopkins catches it on the far sideline. And it's a 1st down for the Chiefs at the 25 of the Raiders on a 30-yard pass to DeAndre Hopkins on 3rd down and 10.
DeAndre Hopkins does such a fine job of showing his hands late, double moves, creating separation, not giving away that the ball is on its way. The defensive back has no clue that the ball is in the air, even though it's near and in the hands of DeAndre. He's able to secure it so quickly and easily.
Patrick Mahomes, when he targets DeAndre Hopkins, has an 81% completion percentage. His quarterback rating is 140 when he goes after D-Hop. Now it's 1st down and 10, and the ball for the Chiefs at the 24 of the Raiders, and it's incomplete. As Kelsey was running on a quick out, Mahomes had to get rid of it quickly again. But DeAndre Hopkins, a great grab with great coverage by the Raiders. Just an excellent throw by Mahomes and a 30-yard terrific catch by DeAndre Hopkins.
And multiple times in this game, we're taking advantage of the over-aggression of the defensive backs, specifically trying to utilize their eyes and jump passes on Patrick Mahomes. Double moves are working.
13-3 Kansas City, 3:35 to go, 3rd quarter. Pacheco in at running back, but he'll scatter to the left side. Pass near sideline. Xavier Worthy traps the ball. At the 18, it's incomplete.
Patrick tried to get rid of it quickly to Xavier Worthy. If he'd have held on, scanned to the opposite side of the field, Isaiah Pacheco was wide open coming out of the backfield. Oh, I don't know if that ball hit the ground. We're looking at the...
Looks like his hands got under the football. Are the Chiefs going to challenge this?
Oh, that's a catch.
After replay assistance, we do have a catch on the field. at the 17-yard
All right, this
line.
is the second time this has happened now. We know that's a 7-yard pickup. It means all the difference in the world because it's going to be 3rd down and 3 and have the ball at the Raider.
Yeah.
Or they're going to mark it at the 17. But the catch, no catch thing cost the Chiefs 10 seconds and a chance to score at the end of the half.
And also in that play, he could have gotten up and ran for yardage after the catch because he never got touched down.
Chiefs empty the backfield momentarily. Now Pacheco comes in sprinting in. He'll line up behind right guard Trey Smith. Chiefs leading 13-3, 3rd and 3 at the Raiders 17. Raiders blitzing. Mahomes throws late. Kelsey can't locate the football. Kelsey turned to the left side. The pass went back to his right. But Mahomes in the pocket had to get rid of it. And the Chiefs will settle for a field goal attempt to try to get up by 13 points. 3:15 to go, third quarter, 13-3 Chiefs.
The Raiders brought the house there, man-to-man, zero coverage. It means no safety in the back end, man-to-man across the board. Travis Kelce is just going through a scramble drill. If he'd have continued on his initial route, which was a post route, he would have ran right into the ball for a touchdown.
Again, Matthew Wright will try from 35 yards. In for Spencer Schrader, who injured a hamstring earlier this week. And Wright's got his 3rd field goal. The replacement kicker with a hat trick. Now hitting from 25, 42, and 35. And the Chiefs lead 16-3. At 3:11 to go, third quarter, you're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Hey, this is Ken Schrader.
And Kenny Wallace, inviting you to listen to our podcast, Herman Schrader, every week on Dirty Mo Media and Sirius XM.
We'll chime in on what's going on in NASCAR today, rehash stories from our racing careers,
and talk about things that have always been between us. Until now, we're always honest.
And sometimes truthful. But we're warning you, we're playing by nobody's rules.
Listen on the Sirius XM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The fantasy football playoffs are coming. And if you want to win, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio.
You should be watching who the other teams are cutting this week. There's going to be some good players.
We're here to help you overcome bye weeks, poor performance, and injuries.
You've got to have the depth. You cannot sleep on your weakest link.
You need our team of fantasy football experts now more than ever.
Some tips for late season waiver advice. Make sure you have some money for those final playoff games.
Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the Sirius XM app.
This Thanksgiving, gobble up something good on the Sirius XM app. From dinner party mixes to a feast of live football, food podcasts, and more fall fixings.
Jared back, looking, lofting, right side. Amon-Ra St. Brown, touchdown, Detroit Lions.
We're serving up the perfect soundtrack for any moment this holiday weekend. Just search Thanksgiving in the Sirius XM app.
And hopes that were high in the heat of September can wilt and die in the chill of November. November can be cold and gray. November can be surly, with bitter rain upon the world and winter coming early.
Yeah, the Chiefs can wrap up a playoff berth in November, and if they do so, in the last 55 seasons, 10 teams have clinched playoff berths with 5 games to spare. 8 of those 10 made the Super Bowl. And in the old AFL days, the Chiefs did it twice in November. The 66 and 69 teams both wrapped up playoff berths in November. And both teams went to the Super Bowl. Of course, the 69 team won Super Bowl 4. Here at 16-3 Kansas City, 3:11 to go in the third quarter. Amir Abdullah has replaced the injured DJ Turner to be back with Dylan Lobby. And this kick is going to be on the ground and picked up at the 5 by Abdullah. Tries to go left, up the numbers. He's at the 30, 35, and he's broke free at midfield. The Chiefs are on the chase. Connor chasing and hits Amir Abdullah, but not until he gets to the Kansas City 25-yard line. Matthew Wright kicked a dribbler in the landing zone, but Abdullah, who is very skilled as a returner throughout his career and a third down back, gets a 70-yard kickoff return, and the Raiders had the ball at the Kansas City 26, trailing 16-3.
It looked like Najee Johnson was blocked in the back. He was the initial coverage guy who had an opportunity early to put a hit on Abdullah, got pushed in the back, but did not draw the flag.
The Raiders start this drive at the 26-yard line of Kansas City. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. McCormick will be the running back. They load up with 2 tight ends outside the left tackle and bring jet motion that same way. They'll give it off to McCormick. He tries to drive his legs into the middle of the Chiefs' defense and will go down after a gain of 3 at the Kansas City 23. Mike Dana at the bottom of the pile for Kansas City.
This is not uncharacteristic for our team this year to have to lean on the defense to pick us up, whether it's offense or special teams. Defense has worn that hat all season long. It's a great opportunity to keep that ball rolling.
I'm going to go back to your third key after this play. 2:22 to go, third quarter. 16-3 Kansas City, but a long kickoff return by former Nebraska Cornhusker Amir Abdullah has given the Raiders a chance. And O'Connell looks right, now spins to the left. Nobody there, flag on the play as Amenahu on the chase. Amenahu had a big fourth down stop earlier in this half. Looks like it's going to be a hold on the Raiders. And Amenahu, his first game back since the AFC Championship game a year ago.
Offense number 74. 10-yard
Bolton Miller has given up
second down.
At least 1 sack and now has a hold. But I'm going to go back to your third point that you made on your keys to the game, and it was?
Serving special dressing. Now, I had, for those that weren't listening in the beginning, it was all Thanksgiving themed, but it was about the special teams and stepping up. Now, we've forced 2 missed field goals, turnover on downs. That's positives, but the big play on kickoff return unit is top 5 in the NFL working against us.
And at 55 to go, third quarter. Chiefs lead 16-3, now 2nd and 17 for the Raiders at the Kansas City 33. O'Connell fakes a handoff into the pocket. He's got a corner route far side. It is caught by Brock Bowers, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Raiders on a corner route thrown in between 3 different Chiefs, and the Raiders on 2nd and 17 get within a touchdown. Brock Bowers, you know it's either going to him or Jacoby Myers, and that time beats Shamari Connor and Cook and Williams for a 33-yard touchdown.
Looked like Joshua Williams had the best chance of maybe deflecting the pass or at least maybe even intercepting it there. Just got a late jump on it, but a perfectly touched pass by Aiden O'Connell for their first touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 4th touchdown of his rookie year by Brock Bowers. And the Raiders can get within 6 if Daniel Carlson makes this PAT. And he does, even though Carlson has missed a 55 and a 56-yard field goal. So now the pressure back on the Chiefs offense and kick return team. 16-10 Kansas City. 1:40 to go, third quarter on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Excellence is the expectation at the University of Kansas Health System. Excellence is the compassionate care they give to every patient. Excellence is the expertise and leading-edge treatments that led the University of Kansas Hospital being named the best hospital in Kansas City by U.S. News and World Report for 15 years in a row. This focus on excellence is why the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs and the best care for Chiefs Kingdom. For more information, visit kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So, you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile.
See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. Score big savings with Hy-Vee and the Kansas City Chiefs. Big points mean even bigger savings. Just shop Hy-Vee the day after a game and earn a Fuel Saver discount equal to the Chiefs' score and based on the amount you spend. If the Chiefs score 42 points, you save 42 cents a gallon with any $42 purchase. The more we score, the more you save. Win or lose, everyone scores the day after a Chiefs game. Only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Back at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, the Raiders get officially a 69-yard kickoff return after the Chiefs had a 13-point lead at 16-3. And then on 2nd and 17 from the Chief 33, Aiden O'Connell gets Brock Bowers on a corner route with 3 Chiefs trying to defend it for a touchdown. And now it's 16-10 Kansas City. Still 1:40 to go third quarter. Samaje Perine is back with McCole Hardman. Take this Daniel Carlson kick.
We can return the favor here, get some good blocking.
Line drive kick. Perine is not going to return it. He takes it 4 yards deep in the end zone and gives himself up, going to a knee. If you're looking for something fast, fresh, and delicious this holiday season, look no further than your local Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh. Your mealtime destination. Enjoy fresh, made-to-order sandwiches and burgers, take and bake meals and more. Plus, save on fuel with your Hy-Vee Perks card. Visit Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh today. So now the offense, who has been held to field goals on the 2 drives of this third quarter, will have 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. They're going to run it. Kareem Hunt, and he gets stretched forward and will gain 4 yards from his own 30 to the 34, right behind Trey Smith. Laolu, the rookie out of Oklahoma, with the tackle.
Yeah, Max Crosby continuing to get depth in the backfield, forces the lead blocker to have to peel off and block him. Can't get to that next level. Otherwise, that could have been a bigger gain.
2nd and 6 for the Chiefs at their own 34. 16-10 Kansas City. 1:08 to go in the third quarter. Mahomes, here comes pressure again, moving to his right. Now he's trying to dump it, and he finds Kareem Hunt, who catches it, but gets smothered for a 5-yard loss at the 29. And the Chiefs will have 3rd and 11 at that spot. Trayvon Morig was coming on pressure.
Just run right by Wanye Morris out there on the left side. Really nothing Patrick could do. You'd like to see that ball go incomplete so you don't have the loss of yardage. Now you're in a 3rd down and 11 situation.
At your own 29. 16-10 Kansas City. 3 receivers to the far side, left side of the field. Mahomes moving to his left, now back to his right, and trying to stay alive. Does so and fires it late, and it's dropped by DeAndre Hopkins. It would have been a 1st down. He was trying to make a sliding catch at the 44. And DeAndre Hopkins' first drop, as I can recall as a Chief, stops the Chiefs and makes it 3 and out as somehow Mahomes got away from Max Crosby, and it would have been a 1st down.
And Max Crosby had him around the left ankle, so he still got enough upper body strength to get a strike thrown down the middle of the field. A ball DeAndre Hopkins would catch 99 out of 100 times.
And a rise at a punt. Amir Abdullah just had the 69-yard kickoff return. He takes this at the 19, trying to get to the right boundary, and gets popped out. Looks like Leo Chenal got him, but it's a 52-yard punt, 10 yards on the return. And now the Raiders have the ball and a chance to take the lead. At 5 seconds to go third quarter, hang time at 4:26. And the Raiders will have the ball officially at their own 31-yard line with one more play coming up in the third quarter.
Unfortunately, as you mentioned, with 5 seconds left in this quarter,
number 77
after this
is an
first
eligible
play,
receiver. 77 is eligible.
After this first play, Mitch, you give the defense a little bit of more time to rest just a bit. With the way that offensive series unfolded, they're back on the field pretty quickly.
Aiden O'Connell just off injured reserve. As 1st and 10, they bring in an extra blocker. They'll run it on 1st down. This is McCormick trying to get to the edge. He's at the 35-40, and the former UTSA road runner gains 11 yards. in front of the Chiefs bench, getting outside the left
Result
tackle.
of the play is a first down. This is the end of the third quarter.
And the line of scrimmage will be the 42-yard line. Kansas City 16, the Raiders 10. We're headed to the fourth quarter on this second annual NFL Black Friday game. And yes, you know what you're needing to do, all of us, when we come back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
It's the holidays, and SiriusXM's Doctor Radio is here to help with a healthy holiday survival guide. Enjoy your holiday meals without overdoing it.
Trying to avoid indigestion, bloating, and reflux.
Managing you and your family's mental health.
Seasonal depression, relationship struggles, stress, and burnout.
The Healthy Holiday Survival Guide. All day Friday on SiriusXM's Doctor Radio, Channel 110, or listen on the SiriusXM app. Spread the word. Anyone can enjoy SiriusXM in the car during our Listen Free event, happening now through December 2nd.
Nobody covers the National Football League.
They give Mahomes time for the end zone. He throws it. It's caught. Touchdown!
Like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. Our team of former players, coaches, and front office executives like Pat Kerwin, Jim Miller, Rich Gannon, Alex Smith, and Hall of Famer Bill Polian brings you closer to the game. If it's happening, we are there. Live from the Scouting Combine in March to the Draft in April. And in the summer, SiriusXM NFL Radio takes you to all 32 training camps. We connect you with the history of the game on stage for Hall of Fame weekend. Hear all the primetime play-by-play action from opening night through the Super Bowl.
Spectacular in every way. Confetti flying in the air.
Your 24/7 home for the NFL all year long. SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the SiriusXM app.
Mitch Holthus back at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs are leading 16-10. It's time to go to the fourth quarter. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs. And it's time for all of the Chiefs Kingdom to once again in the fourth quarter to put the hammer down. And so Kansas City, which had led 16-3 at one point, now has seen the Raiders flip the game and have 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
This is where the defense has to get stout. I'd like to see a turnover. Had not seen one this game.
Aiden O'Connell under center. He's got McCormick as the running back who just peeled off an 11-yard run. Now O'Connell hit as he's going to throw the left sideline and a deep pass that's caught at the 10 to the 5. It's a touchdown for the Raiders to take the lead potentially. Trey Tucker, a sideline route for 58 yards and a Raider touchdown to tie it at 16 apiece on the first play of the fourth quarter.
Justin Reed got isolated out wide against Trey Tucker, 5'9", 185-pound speedster. Lost his footing on the sideline and opened the door up for that big play and what looks to be could be the go-ahead touchdown.
Daniel Carlson will try the PAT and try to give the Raiders a lead in 14 unanswered points at 14:52 to go in the game. O'Connell with a great throw on the left boundary to Trey Tucker. And the kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders at 1 point, 3:11 to go in the third quarter, trailed 16-3. Now they lead 17-16.
Yeah, tough play, tough assignment, a lot of real estate to cover from the safety position. We saw that earlier with Brian Cook when he got out on the perimeter, and now Justin Reed having to cover a lot of that real estate, not just vertically, but from the numbers out against a wide receiver in that coverage and that defensive package, and the Raiders win that one.
It was Tucker's first catch of the day, and it went for 58 yards. So much attention given to Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. That set up the opportunity, but O'Connell made a great throw on the boundary, and Justin Reed couldn't hang with the receiver, and the Chiefs now trail 17-16. Tickets for Less has the lowest prices and no service fees on Chiefs tickets and so much more. Save big on your next ticket order with the code Chiefs Radio today. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com.
The Chiefs got to figure out how to work in the trenches here. Was way too much comfort by the front four defensively for the Raiders. Max Crosby being that leader.
Carlson's kick is deep. There will be no return. And now the Chiefs, who have had some issues here trying to block this front of the Raiders, because running the ball outside of a 34-yard run by Pacheco has been stymied. And now the Chiefs trail by one with the ball at their own 30-yard line.
We got to reestablish the momentum and the attitude. It all starts in the trenches here. This is where the offensive line has to take it personal. Reignite this offense.
Mahomes surrounded by Pacheco and Gray here on 1st and 10 from his own 30. Will throw. Has some time to set his feet. Now that breaks down and Mahomes will scramble. Pump faking and dives forward. He'll pick up 5 yards to the 35. Adam Butler chasing him down. The Raiders, 14 unanswered points on 4 total plays. And took a total of 1 minute and 46 seconds to get 14 points to lead 17-16.
And there's an example of Max Crosby. When he's not pressuring the quarterback, he's just going to sit back and wait to see where Patrick goes and try to converge on. Unfortunately, Patrick able to secure the ball and get the 5 yards there.
Empty backfield on 2nd and 5 for the Chiefs from their own 35. Mahomes works right. Pass is caught, and Worthy is tackled a yard short of the first down. Wrestle to the ground where Kansas City will have 3rd down and a yard, maybe a yard and a half at their own 38.5.
And now the Raiders are going more to that zone coverage in the back end, trying to take away any option for us to get chunk yardage down the field. They want to see if we're going to be patient enough to either run the ball or stick with the short pass routes and move the ball down the field, 10-plus play drives.
Raiders crowd the line of scrimmage. With 5, Mahomes on 3rd and 1 will throw. Kelsey, quick catch. 1st down at the 44, gains 5. Just a quick turn in front of Trayvon Morig, and the Chiefs down 17-16, have a 1st down at their own 44.
Yeah, great job, recognition, quick snap. We saw this the last couple of weeks, Mitch. Patrick Mahomes at his best when he just plants that back foot and delivers on time. Defense just doesn't have enough time to react to that.
13 minutes to go in the game. The Chiefs trail by 1 after leading by 13. 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Ball will be snapped on the far hash mark. Pressure from the outside. Mahomes now throws it late, incomplete, and throws it away because he got hit by Crosby, who is all over the place. And the Chiefs will face 2nd down and 10.
A good smart play by Patrick Mahomes to get rid of the ball before the hit. Wasn't as bad protection there on that play. Like he had a little bit more time to buy himself to his left. Use Isaiah Pacheco as a chip on Max Crosby to give him some extra time.
2nd and 10. Kansas City quick snap this time. Sprint out action to the near side, left side. Mahomes, he wants a throwback. A throwback to the right side, trying to come back to the ball. DeAndre Hopkins can't get it, but flags all over the field. It'll be defensive pass interference on the Raiders. It'll be on DeCamerion Richardson. The Chiefs sprint out left, throwback right. And the Chiefs will get a 1st down at the spot of the penalty.
Number 25. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. 1st down.
This is a very creative way to isolate DeAndre Hopkins one-on-one down the field. If he's not going to come up with it, he's going to draw a flag, as he does most times, and that's exactly what he was able to do there. That's a different way to get a chunk play.
26-yard defensive pass interference penalty. 1st and 10, Chiefs at the Raider 30. And now Wanye Morris is going to be called for a false start.
64. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Every yard precious now at 12:41 to go in the game. The Raiders lead the Chiefs 17-16.
Almost got away with helping Wanye Morris on that last play, Mitch. Patrick Mahomes crept up to the line of scrimmage like he was going to audibilize so that everybody had a little bit of freedom to move. But Wanye Morris got it a little bit earlier than could get covered up.
First and 15 for the Chiefs at the 35 of the Raiders. Chiefs down by 1 after leading 16-3. Here's a blitz again. Right side boundary throw is going to be incomplete. It was a hot pass to the right boundary intended for DeAndre Hopkins, but Jack Jones was with him this time and had him covered. And the Raiders did a sellout blitz.
The Raiders do mix up that bump and run man-to-man coverage on the outside. DeAndre Hopkins just not able to get that separation. Now in this situation here, you may see something quick over the middle of the field of Travis Kelce.
Second and 15, Chiefs at the 35 of the Raiders. Chiefs down 1, 12:37 to go in the game. Mahomes takes the retreat on now a flag on the play as Mahomes is going to throw it away. He's outside the pocket. He gets it past the first down marker. This is going to be maybe on the Raiders as Max Crosby shows disgust. Now they're looking toward the
illegal formation. Offense, number 74 was in the backfield. Penalties decline.
Second time Jawan Taylor's been, and again, your helmet has to be at the belt of the center, correct?
Yep.
Correction. Las Vegas has decided to enforce the penalty. 5 yards. Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 20 with that penalty.
Well, what the Raiders are trying to do now is to keep us out of field goal range by moving the ball back, but they are rolling the dice because by keeping it at second down instead of just third down and 5 yards shorter, you're giving us 2 more opportunities here to get the first down or draw a flag and get an automatic.
2nd and 20, Chiefs at the Raider 40-yard line. 17-16, Las Vegas at 12:30 to go in the game. Now a deep route caught on the left side at the numbers by DeAndre Hopkins. Coming across the formation down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 15 yards. The Chiefs will have 3rd and 5. Again, man-to-man coverage by Jack Jones, but this time D-Hop with the route and the catch.
And man-to-man beater takes so much for a defensive back, any defensive back, to cover a receiver horizontally. It's so much field to work with, and that's a nice job by Patrick putting it on the number.
Chiefs down by 1. They have the ball at the Raider 25 with 3rd down and 5. They're 6 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. Mahomes into the pocket, retreating. Left side throw caught by Worthy. 20, 15, speed at the 10. Jukes a defender and out of bounds at the Raiders 6. It's a 19-yard pickup on a little delay over the middle to Xavier Worthy.
Crossing routes work against aggressive defenses, and there where you see just a little bit of a mesh route between he and Travis Kelce. We've seen that play before. Shallow crosses working against the Raiders defense gets us inside.
It's almost that slice action.
Yeah.
Where he runs at an angle. The crosser's at an angle. And it's working. Now the Chiefs have 1st down and goal to go at the 6 of the Raiders. 17-16 Raiders. Now Worthy comes into the backfield. And they're going to run a shovel pass. It goes inside to Noah Gray. And Gray doesn't get much. The Raiders waiting on it and shove Gray back. They'll mark him down at the 5. Just a 1-yard pickup. 11:02 to go in the game. Raiders 17-16. Chiefs have 2nd and goal at the Raider 5.
Let's see if they can reestablish the run game here. Kareem Hunt rotates back into the game. I think when you are struggling to negate the pass rush, maybe an infusion of energy could be by asking the offensive line to maul the guys now.
Chiefs go to that L-shaped formation. They fake it. They go to the back of the end zone. It's incomplete, intended for DeAndre Hopkins. They lined up in an L set. 2 tight ends were side by side. And Pacheco was behind, or Kareem Hunt was behind Mahomes, who looked to throw the ball, and it was incomplete, intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Now 3rd and goal at the 5.
Yeah, Chiefs are 1 of 4 in red zone attempts this game. Got to get a touchdown here.
17-16 Raiders, 10:36 to go in the game. Kansas City, 3rd and 5 at the Raider 5. 3rd and goal to go at the Raider 5. Looks like man-to-man. Mahomes is in trouble, trying to get free. He will not. Wrapped up and in the grasp at the 16-yard line by Max Crosby. And Mahomes pumps his fist in disgust. Kayvon Chason will get the sack, as Crosby was also there with pressure.
Yeah, definitely a lot of frustration. Wanye Morris just gets that left hand, the outside hand, just knocked down. And really no chance for Patrick Mahomes to make any kind of magic there.
32-yard attempt from the near hash by Matthew Wright. He's hit from 25. He's hit from 42. He's hit from 35. This would be for 32 to regain the lead, and Matthew Wright gets it. And the Chiefs lead 19-17 with 9:53 to go in the game. And let's take a break on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Hey Chiefs Kingdom, ready to create the ultimate Chiefs super fan cave? This year, Storage Mart is celebrating their 25th anniversary with storage solutions for super fans just like you. Clear out your clutter and make room for all your Chiefs gear. Whether it's old furniture, seasonal items, or more, Storage Mart makes it easy to rent affordable and convenient storage space near you. Find your ideal space and rent online today at storage-mart.com. Storage Mart is proud to be the official storage provider of Chiefs Kingdom.
This Black Friday, shop at Helzberg and get up to 65% off select jewelry, like a unique engagement ring to say,
I want to spend my life with you.
A stylish pendant that says,
I think you're a pretty good catch.
Or huggy hoop earrings that tell her,
See? I was listening.
Come to the Helzberg Black Friday sale and get up to 65% off select engagement rings and fine jewelry. A perfect gift designed with the love and care worthy of your story. Visit a Helzberg store or helzberg.com.
Teams of experts. Lifetimes of experience. Groundbreaking clinical trials. That's how you change the game. That's the Brain Tumor Center at Siteman. Committed to research, invested in technology, powered by Washington University physicians and BJC Healthcare. Making a world of difference right here in St. Louis, across the region, and around the world. The Brain Tumor Center at Siteman.
Play Kansas Lottery Super Kansas Cash, the Kansas-only draw game, giving you 2 plays for $1 and jackpots starting at $100,000. Get your tickets today. Play Kansas Lottery, proud sponsor of the Chiefs Radio Network.
Enter the Tickets for Less Chiefs VIP contest for your chance to win 2 club-level Chiefs tickets, signed Chiefs merchandise, a Smokehouse barbecue gift card, radio booth tour, and more. Register now at ticketsforless.com/contests.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Find an agent for your auto, home, and life at shelterinsurance.com. And by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
9:53 to go in the game. Kansas City regains the lead at 19-17, but they led at one point 16-3. But the play that turned the game to the drama we have now was a 69-yard kickoff return by Amir Abdullah, because the kicks are having a hard time reaching the end zone here. If Matthew Wright can get it to the end zone here, it would be a good thing, but it's not. It's going to be taken at the 1-yard line by Dylan Laube. Laube's at the 20. Getting to the left side, he's going to be near the 30, but flags are going to be thrown. This is the call you wanted on the one before.
Bit of a makeup call there.
Because Najee Johnson looks like he was blocked in the back on the return by Abdullah. So somebody was in the ear of this crew, and it'll cost the Raiders. 9:48 to go in the game. Kansas City 19, Raiders 17.
During the return, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 88. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Justin Shorter, one of the 4 tight ends used in this game for the Raiders. This is the 9th possession for the Raiders, and this is going to start all the way back inside the Raider 10-yard line. Or correction, they will mark it here. They're trying to figure out where to put it. Now they're going to put it at the 13. First and 10 for the Raiders at the 13. They had just scored in rapid fire 14 points in less than 2 minutes on 2 possessions. O'Connell has McCormick behind him as a running back, and the practice squad runner runs hard. He's all the way up to the 21. Make it the 22 and a gain of 8 yards on first down, Chris Jones there. But running hard, Sincere McCormick called up for the second straight week off the practice squad.
Seems like we're catching blocks instead of defeating blocks right now. Guys are moving backwards just a bit. Still got to have penetration at the point of attack to be successful against the run game.
Raiders came in minus 17 in the giveaway takeaway. They've not turned it over in this game. 2nd and 1. Aiden O'Connell under centered. Jackson Powers Johnson on his own 22. Again, McCormick off the edge. Wrapped up, but he's got a first down at the 27, gaining 5 yards. Leo Chenal got out there, scraping to the outside, but McCormick is attacking here, off tackle left.
Yeah, they're just winning in the trenches right now. The offensive line for the Raiders getting incredible push at the point of attack. Anytime you'd like to see the offensive line, I should say the defensive line here, getting penetration in the backfield to force the running back to stop and restart, just not getting those opted.
Mike Pennell, Chris Jones inside on this rotation. Bowers goes in motion, so dangerous, wing left side. 1st and 10, Raiders at their own 27, bootleg attempt. Now they want to run a screen over on the far side. The Chiefs are there. A loss of 2 on the play. Justin Reed this time was not tricked and gets help from Drew Tranquil. McCormick caught the screen pass on the left side. It's a loss of 2.
Excellent job of recognition by the defensive line. You haven't gotten pressure in the backfield, and then all of a sudden you do on one play, usually means that there's going to be a screen play. They're trying to bait you towards the quarterback. Just doing your job. Justin Reed gets it done there.
O'Connell has been accurate. 7:50 to go in the game. 19-17 Kansas City. 2nd and 12 Raiders. Ball will be snapped on the far hash at their own 25-yard line. They bring Tucker in motion across the face of O'Connell. Stays into the pocket. Trying to keep the play alive as he sprints right to the near boundary. And the catch is going to be made at the 28-yard line, a gain of 3. Brock Bowers came all the way across the field to make the catch, pinned against the sideline. Drew Tranquil covering.
Yeah, Brock Bowers did a nice job actually getting both feet in bounds there, drugged the back foot. Thought it was going to be close, but we are privy to the replay up here. Proper call.
3rd and 9 for the Raiders at their own 28. They are 3 for 9 on third down conversions. 7:10 to go in the game. Kansas City 19, Raiders 17. Amir Abdullah in the backfield. Shading to the short side, the right side of the field here for O'Connell. They bring sprint action across O'Donnell's face. Here comes pressure, left side throws, incomplete. Underthrowing the crossing route intended for Brock Bowers because the Chiefs collapsed the pocket, forcing a quick throw and an errant throw by Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, excellent job of pressure. The defensive line coming through, showing blitz, but just rushing 4 guys up the middle, confuses the blocking of the Raiders, forces the errant throw. George Karlaftis was quickest to the quarterback.
A.J. Cole, number 1 in the NFL in gross punting at 53 yards a punt. 6:58 to go in the game. 19-17. The Chiefs lead by 2. Cole's kick is angling to the far side numbers. Waiting for it is Hardman there. Now it's Arts left. Goes back to the right. Gets to the 25 and hit hard as he spins. But can't get rid of the coverage folks for the Raiders. 54-yard punt by Cole. 7 yards on the return. Hang time at 4.25 seconds. Kansas City 19, Raiders 17, 6:46 to go in the game, but the Chiefs have the ball. We'll see what they do with it when we come back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Touchdown!
Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
The UEFA Champions League is back on Sirius XM FC, and this year it's bigger than ever.
Absolutely ridiculous from Real Madrid. Merseyside magic from Mo Salah.
Now with more matches featuring soccer's most iconic clubs as they battle it out for European supremacy.
What a start for Inter! Haaland scores the hat
From the league phase to the final, the Champions League is on Sirius XM FC 157 and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Through the years
Welcome your family and friends home with timeless Christmas music and carols on Hallmark Radio.
It's the most wonderful time.
A channel that fills the season of giving and gathering with sounds of warmth and good cheer.
You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear
Hallmark Radio on Channel 105 through Christmas Day, or listen at home with the Sirius XM app, along with dozens of other holiday channels and specials.
Kansas City 19, Raiders 17, 6:46 to go in the game. Major change for the Chiefs. Here's Josh Klingler.
Yeah, it's been a rough outing for the tackles today, namely Wanye Morris, and the Chiefs are making the move. Joe Thuney is moving from guard out to tackle on the left side, and Mike Caliendo now in at left guard in place of Joe Thuney. So Thuney slides over to left tackle. I don't know what plan this is, B, C, what have you, but Joe Thuney, who has played obviously at the position, now sliding from his normal guard spot.
Yeah, in 21 in Cincinnati, he had to do it because of injuries during pregame.
Yeah.
And Thuney, we know, two-time Pro Bowler as a guard, but a big chore here. The play selection for the Chiefs, 43 passes and 12 runs. Also, actually, 48 attempts. There's been 5 sacks. Now they go to that rocking L formation. They're going to give it off to Kareem Hunt. And Hunt on 1st and 10 from his own 25-yard line will gain 2 yards between the numbers and right hash. And again, outside of one run by Pacheco of 34 yards, the Raiders have been able to stick the Chiefs, keep them in the mud in this run game.
Yeah. Chiefs have run the ball for 56 yards on this game so far.
19-17 Kansas City, 6:17 to go in the game. Hunt stays in at running back. Chiefs have 3 eligible to the far side of the field. Mahomes in the pocket. Steps up, dumps it in the flat, incomplete. Kelsey was over there, but the pass went to his shoelaces and incomplete. And now Kansas City's got 3rd down and 8 from their own 27, leading 19-17.
The pocket just constricting on Patrick Mahomes. He's trying his best to stay in the pocket. He knows he doesn't fare as well by trying to bounce outside.
Kansas City 3rd and 8 at their own 27, leading by 2 points. Chiefs are 7 of 14 on 3rd down conversions. They need this one with 6:08 to go in the game. Ball on the right hash. Mahomes dumps it in the flat. Pirine trying to juke 2 defenders, but he'll go down, but he does thrust forward to the 31. But he gains 4. He needed 8. And so the Chiefs, after stopping the Raiders, are going to be forced to punt the football at 5:45 to go in the game, and the Chiefs leading 19-17.
And that's the importance of that 2nd down, at least getting a completion of a couple of yardage. It's the difference between extending this drive, keeping the ball on your side, giving the defense a little bit more of a rest on the sideline. They're going to have to come in, continue their dominance.
Adariza to punt it away. Amir Abdullah is back. Abdullah takes it at his own 13. He's got 2 blockers to the left. He's across the 30, and Abdullah, the veteran, is up to the 34-yard line, and no penalty flags this time. 55-yard punt, 20 yards on the return by Amir Abdullah. Christian Roland Wallace makes the tackle. Hang time at 4:05. 5:15 to go in the game. Chiefs 19, Raiders 17. Let's stay here and remind you there's still time to save your seats. Chiefs have 2 home games remaining. A Saturday game. Well, they got the game on Sunday Night Football next against the Chargers, then a Saturday game against Houston. So get it. You can get set up. Go to Chiefs.com/tickets for details. The Chiefs defense called upon again here, Dane and Hughes, to try to get a stop with the Chiefs leading 19-17 after they led 16-3 at one point.
Yeah, you'd have liked to see that punt more angled to the sideline, not to give Abdullah an opportunity to get a solid return there. Now with the ball past the 30-yard line, you're right. Chiefs have to think about 4-down territory the rest of this way unless they're able to get some negative plays. Love to see the first turnover of the game happen here.
And the Raiders -17. They have 22 giveaways this year. But O'Connell has taken care of the football in this game. Chiefs run blitz it. They give it off on a handoff. And it's a nice gain up to the 40-yard line of 8 yards to Sincere McCormick. Brian Cook got him low, but not until the Raiders get 8 and have 2nd and 2. Here's Josh Klingler.
Hey, guys, safe to say an uneasy feeling amongst the crowd as the offense came off the field last time. We even heard a smattering of some boos. It's been very quiet when the Chiefs have been on offense, trying to generate some noise on defense, but this crowd just waiting for something positive to happen.
4:47 to go in the game. Chiefs 19, Raiders 17. Raiders have 2nd down and 2 at their own 40-yard line. McCormick stays in at running back. Bowers tucked in as a tight slot to the left side. O'Connell now swing route. It goes to McCormick, and he gets hit by McDuffie, or rather it's Tranquil takes him down, but it's a 1st down at the 43-yard line. No, it is McDuffie, as they do just a quick swing route to the running back McCormick. But the Raiders get a 1st down, and they will have it at their own 43-yard line, trailing the Chiefs by 2.
Yeah, the Raiders offense, what they're doing is they're overloading one side and basically saying, we'll take out chances one-on-one with our running back or a wide receiver against your defensive back on the opposite side of where all the commotion is.
O'Connell keeps McCormick in the game to his left. Bowers, the talented rookie tight end, sets up a 3-wide set. He's in the inside position. They're going to throw to him, scraping to the outside, and Bowers is hit in the open field and tackled by Brian Cook after a gain of 5. Scraping to the outside in front of the Raider bench at the 47-yard line. And you're right, this is 4-down territory. You know, the Raiders would love to get the clock down and try a game-winning field goal from Daniel Carlson.
Each team has all of their timeouts left in this game.
2nd and 6 Raiders at their own 47. Kansas City 19, Raiders 17. McCormick stays in as a single back. Under center's O'Connell. They fake it to O'Connell. They push the pocket, stepping up. Now they throw in the left flat. It's caught on a check down throw and tackled by Nick Bolton was Brock Bowers, but this was a check down throw of 13 yards and a 1st down for the Raiders at the Kansas City 40. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
3:05 to go in the game. Raiders had the ball at the Kansas City 40, trailing by 2. O'Connell is under center, balances the formation. Long count here. They're going to give it off to McCormick, trying the left side. Stoned this time by Nick Bolton. Loss of 1. The football will be placed just behind the Kansas City 40-yard line at 2:52 to go in the game, and a 19-17 Kansas City lead.
You got to believe that the Raiders, they're not necessarily in field goal range, or at least comfortable field goal range here, but they'd like to keep the clock moving. May see another run play here, or at least something short quickly out of the hands of O'Connell.
Abdullah's now in the backfield. O'Connell again motions. He motions Bowers to the near side. Chiefs by 2 at 2:26 to go in the game. Tight end screen is broken up. George Karlaftis. They wanted to go to Bowers on a tight end screen to the near side, and Karlaftis, like he did in the game in Las Vegas, breaks up the pass. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders at the Kansas City 40.
Yeah, great instincts displayed by George Karlaftis there. May have had a chance to actually catch that ball, but he got his left paw on it to create 3rd down. Those are the instincts, the playmaking abilities that we love about Furious George.
He has more passes defended by a defensive end than any player in his first 45 games as a rookie. O'Connell's in the shotgun this time. 3rd and 10 at the Kansas City 40. They went on a slant. Its pass is broken up again. This time by Justin Reed. And Jacoby Myers was hopping up and down. He knew he was open on a slant. And now what will the Raiders do at 2:21 to go in the game and a 19-17 Kansas City lead?
Well, here's the circumstance. They're actually going to rotate what looks to be the punt unit on the field. They have the luxury of having those 3 timeouts left.
And the 2-minute warning.
And the 2-minute warning. So they're going to lean on their defense to basically say, we want you to force a 3-and-out against Patrick Mahomes and this offense and give us another shot.
Which they've been able to do twice in the second half. The Chiefs have no touchdowns. And now timeout call.
Las Vegas, they're first.
Raiders call timeout at 2:21 to go in the game. 19-17 Kansas City. You also have to be worried. I know they need 10 yards, but you also have to be wary of a fake.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just telling you, especially if they call timeout.
Well, they call timeout. They're going to rotate the offense back on the field. They wanted that timeout to rethink the decision about punting it here. And
they'll try a field goal.
Field goal, okay.
58-yarder. Carlson is such a gamer. He has missed from 56 and 55. But they're going to try a 58-yard field goal here at 2:21 to go in the game and a 19-17 Kansas City lead. Carlson, the Pro Bowl kicker in his 7th year, again had 17 straight before his 2 misses in this game. Kicking left to right on a 58-yard attempt to try to give the Raiders the lead. The kick is a line drive kick. It is way short by Daniel Carlson. He came in 17 straight. He's missed 3 in this game. 55, 56, 58, but still, Chiefs Kingdom. Now the Chiefs will get great field position at their own 48-yard line, but it still goes back to the scenario where the Raiders have 2 timeouts, but the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs can only run essentially 15 seconds on this drive if they don't get a first down.
Oh, calling that timeout was crucial against the Raiders there. Yes, they got their field goal unit back on the field, had an opportunity to go ahead with the field goal, but now with just those 2 timeouts, you run the risk that if the Chiefs may not get a first down on the first down here, but if they do get one, the game could be over.
Chiefs motion to that flip bone position. 3 guys surrounding the Chiefs. Pacheco will try to run it right and runs into the second level of the defense of the Raiders and will pick up 5 yards. At 2:07 to go in the game.
Timeout.
And the Raiders use the second.
It's 30 seconds.
Of their 3. At 2:07 to go in the game. Remember, the 2-minute warning and a timeout still left for the Raiders to use. 19-17 Kansas City.
Yeah, this is one of those circumstances where you'd love just a chunk yard on first down or second down, but you don't want to get the first down too quickly, because then you just reset the opportunity for the Raiders to use their timeouts as well with 2 minutes, 13 seconds left, getting the luxury of the 2-minute warning. So, get the first downs, yes, but if you're really trying to seal the game, getting it on third down could probably be more beneficial.
Joe Thuney is playing left tackle, but the Chiefs have an extra blocker, and it's Kingsley Suama'atia. Caliendo is the left guard. He's usually the extra blocker. But with Thuney, and they're going to put Kingsley to the right side. 2nd down 5 for the Chiefs at the 47 of the Raiders. 19-17 Kansas City. 2:13 to go in the game. Handoff goes to Pacheco. And Pacheco will get within 2 yards of a first down at the Raider 44. And the Raiders will use their final timeout and have the 2-minute warning to stop the clock.
Timeout.
So here's where your 3rd down and 2 comes into play, because if you get a first down here, you can end the game.
Yeah, that's my point exactly, and how you go back, and hindsight's 20/20, because you give credit to Antonio Pierce wanting to try to go for, and basically saying, we don't want to run the risk of hoping that Patrick Mahomes' offense will give us the ball back. Let's try to get the win on that field goal attempt. It did not work in their favor, but that timeout that they called is crucial. And in this circumstance, if you're able to get the first down here, 2-minute warning, and then that's it.
You can run off the rest of the clock. But first things first, 3rd and 2 Chiefs, leading 19-17 at the Raider 44. Suama'atia is the extra blocker outside the right shoulder of Wanye Morris. Chiefs were in the eye initially with Kelsey there. They're going to fake a handoff. They want to throw it. They're going to throw it long for Xavier Worthy. Cannot catch up with the football. And that will stop the clock at 2:03. And now it's 4th and 2 at the Raider 44.
Very similar play to what we saw seal the game in the AFC Championship when MVS ran the post route on that clutch 3rd down situation, but now we're forced to punt, and you still have the 2-minute warning to stop the clock for the Raiders.
So the best thing for the Raiders would be either a penalty on the Chiefs or an incompletion, and they got the incompletion as the Chiefs were going for the home run hit. And now Kansas City wants timeout.
Kansas City, they're first, 30 seconds.
2:03 to go in the game. 19-17 Kansas City. And the timeout by Andy Reid and the Chiefs is brought to you by Van Chevrolet. All roads lead to Van. Visit vankc.com. I mean, some would think you try to go for it on 4th and 2, but they're going to think about going for it here. Mahomes talking on the sideline.
I think the first thing is that you want to try to draw them off sides. Taking a penalty here is not a bad idea. So if you can try to draw them off, you can get the penalty and the first down by default.
4th and 2, Chiefs at the 44 of the Raiders. Amir Abdullah is back. The Chiefs lead 19-17 at 2:03 to go in the game. Long count. Snap back to Ariza, trying to punt for field position. Abdullah looks at it at his own 7 and calls for a fair catch. A field goal can win the game for the Raiders. 4:51 on the 4.51 seconds of hang time on a 36-yard punt. 19-17 Kansas City, 1:56 to go in the game. The 2-minute warning announced. Powered by Ford. Compare your vehicle at your Midwest Ford dealers. Online at buyfordnow.com. Visit them tonight.
For generations, hard-working people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
The Chiefs Kingdom is proud to partner with Hy-Vee, home of the best beef in town. Visit your local Hy-Vee to find only the highest quality beef, hand-selected and sourced from family farms in the Midwest. When it comes to beef, Hy-Vee goes the extra mile to bring affordable, tender, and delicious flavor to every tailgate and grill out. Stop by your local Hy-Vee to find Angus Reserve, Choice Reserve, and Prime Reserve beef options for your next gathering. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Every piece of land has a story. For the Nelsons, it's cruising around their Montana ranch on a John Deere Gator XUV 835R. With 3,000 acres, there's plenty of work to do.
We're not afraid to jump in and help each other out.
That's how they've kept their ranch going for 5 generations.
It's all about efficiency.
Like teaching visitors to fly fish.
The whole joy with fly fishing is matching the hatch.
Run with us on a Gator XUV 835R and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
1:56 to go in the game. Kansas City 19, the Raiders 17. Chiefs led 10-3 at halftime and at one point 16-3 late in the third quarter. Since then, though, the Raiders had 14 unanswered points. The Chiefs did take the lead on a field goal by Matthew Wright. But now the Chiefs have to defend the field. The line of scrimmage is the 8. Raiders will have the ball at their own 8-yard line, 1st and 10. Aiden O'Connell just off injured reserve. As 3 eligible to the near side. 4-man rush, flag on the play, and a pass comes underneath to the 11. But what's this penalty? Michael Mayer made it's offside on Kansas City. And that's just somebody
offside.
Getting anxious.
Defense number 95.
That's Chris Jones trying to get a jump.
1st and 5.
And it stops the clock at 1:51 and gives 5 yards and a new first down, whereas you would have had him stopped 2nd down in about 5.
Mitch, I think they also should be looking at the positioning of the tackle. They're going to have Juwan Taylor. I know he's on the radar of the officials. There's a lot of liberties to the tackle's pre-snap positioning.
1st and 5, Raiders at their own 13. 19-17, Kansas City. 1:51 to go in the game. O'Connell to throw, goes over the middle. Catch is made by Abdullah, spins off a head tackle at the 20 for a first down. Justin Reed finishes him off, but a gain of 7, and that's where the offside is big. Clock moving at 1:37 to go in the game. 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 20. Chiefs by 2. Raiders out of timeouts. O'Connell wants the snap quickly. Chiefs blitzing, but a pass comes to the near side. Immediately, it goes to Michael Mayer, and he is tackled by Bolton after a gain of 5. 1:20 to go in the game. 19-17 Kansas City. She's trying to match up on Jacoby Myers. They're looking that way. O'Connell now throws left on a slant. It's caught at midfield. It's caught by Brooke Bowers with 1:05 to go in the game at midfield. A gain of 25 yards to Brock Bowers on a post route. 57 seconds to go in the game. Chiefs lead by 2. Chiefs trying to get organized on defense. Left side slant. It's caught to the 39 of Kansas City as it goes to Jacoby Myers in front of Trent McDuffie. 44 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage is the Kansas City 40-yard line. 19-17 Kansas City. Clock moving at 35 seconds. Chiefs need a sack or a turnover in the worst way. Now pressure on the left side. It's thrown on a rub route. Catch is made and stumbling up to the Kansas City 32-yard line is Amir Abdullah on a rub. 24 seconds left to go in the game. Clock moving at 20 seconds. The line of scrimmage, the Kansas City 32. Chiefs lead 19-17. And now O'Connell will spike the ball at the Kansas City 32-yard line.
Chiefs ran the same defense on all 3 of those plays on this drive. Tried to blitz and disrupt things in the face of Aiden O'Connell, and kind of felt like he was adamant about getting the ball quickly out of his hands. Inside breaking routes against man-to-man coverage, and then the pick route on that last play puts them in a position right here where they do not move the ball at all. You're talking about a 50-yard field goal.
And Carlson has missed 3 from 50-plus. Now the snap! The snap is muffed! It's covered up by the Raiders, or do the Chiefs have it? There's also a penalty flag called on the play at 11 seconds to go.
They're going to say...
Nick Bolton had the football, but they blow the play dead.
It's going to be on the offense, but it's going to be a pre-snap. Maybe a pre-snap.
This is huge because the Chiefs would have the ball, right? Bolton recovered it. And now the officials will defer or discuss it. They also have...
You see...
Well, there's going to be a 10-second runoff regardless. And they'd have to give the 5-yard penalty back to the 37. And a 10-second runoff would make 1 second to go in the game. But it was, did he commit the penalty after the spike, which with the clock was stopped?
Well, he didn't ever spike it. He never
didn't, did he? He never spiked it. It was
never got control of the ball. It was a quick snap. The question is whether they had all of their guys lined up and set. If they didn't have any of all their players lined up and set.
Here we go.
Illegal shift on the offense.
That's it.
That penalty's declined. The Chiefs did recover the backwards pass and take over first down.
What a year! What a year this is! At 11 seconds to go in the game, the Chiefs get a fumble recovery on a bad snap, and they're going to come out of here on Black Friday. Who's writing these scripts? Ted Lasso's writers are blushing. This is amazing. The Raiders were driving for a game-winning field goal, and the snap went back to O'Connell. He wasn't anticipating it. And Nick Bolton was going to get credit for recovering the fumble. And with 11 seconds to go in the game, the Chiefs will have the ball and can go to a knee, and Antonio Pierce is going crazy.
Yeah, it's basically the terminology and interpretation of the call. If it's a legal procedure, then you have a different call than a false start. If it's a false start, it's a
stops the play.
Stops the play. Illegal formation, illegal procedure is a post-snap play. So because if just like what happened, you can decline those plays. If it's a false start, the play never happened. So basically their interpretation of how the Raiders messed up basically gives us the win. I mean, that's basically in a nutshell what it is. Amazing, amazing turn of events.
This is a history-making win, and I will tell you why, as the Chiefs will go to a knee here, and that's going to be it, and the Chiefs are going to go to 11-1. But there's a couple pieces of history here. The Chiefs have now won 14 straight wins by a one-score margin, counting the playoffs. That is the longest streak in National Football League history. 14 straight wins by a one-score margin. The other thing the Chiefs have done, they're going to the postseason. The Chiefs become the first team to clinch a playoff berth with 5 weeks to spare since the 2009 Colts. And in the past 55 seasons, 10 teams have clinched playoff berths with 5 games to spare. 8 of those made the Super Bowl. The last to do it, the 98 Broncos. The Chiefs have clinched a playoff spot. They've won 14 straight by a one-score margin. They do it on a bad snap to Aiden O'Connell, who has the Raiders in position maybe to get a game-winning Daniel Carlson field goal. Instead, the Chiefs go to 11-1 and win 19-17. You can't make this up. And our post-game report begins after this on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
It's time to elevate your home game. Tamco, the official shingle partner of the Kansas City Chiefs, brings the intensity of the game straight to your doorstep with innovative roofing technologies and enhanced shingle performance. A performance that includes a warranty against winds up to 160 miles per hour. The first of its kind available in the entire industry. Make your roof the star of your home's defensive lineup with Class 4 impact rated shingles. Visit tamco.com/Chiefs to learn more.
Excellence is the expectation at the University of Kansas Health System. Excellence is the compassionate care they give to every patient. Excellence is the expertise and leading-edge treatments that led the University of Kansas Hospital being named the best hospital in Kansas City by U.S. News and World Report for 15 years in a row. This focus on excellence is why the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs and the best care for Chiefs Kingdom. For more information, visit kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs.
Here, we've got our own state and state of mind, where worlds of all kinds converge under 2 T's and 1 lone star. Here is in the eye of the storm and up in the stars. Here, tradition fuels progress, and unity is born from proud individualism. Here, anything can happen, because this isn't just Texas Tech. It's what's next. And from here, it's possible.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like SiriusXM.
Let's go, come on!
Hear every thrilling lap of a worldwide championship chase.
Verstappen takes the lead of the Grand Prix, and Hamilton couldn't hold him off.
Plus comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
That was the best race I've ever seen.
The 2024 season rolls on Sunday morning at the Qatar Grand Prix. Our live coverage begins at 10 a.m. Eastern with Lights Out Racing at 11 Eastern on ESPN Extra, Channel 81 in the car, and the SiriusXM app.
Give back this holiday season and join the fight against hunger with SiriusXM and Why Hunger's annual donation drive. Bid on items signed by Dave Matthews Band, LL Cool J, Pearl Jam, and many more. Meet country superstar Carrie Underwood at her Reflection residency at Resorts World Las Vegas. Or simply donate. Go to SiriusXM.com/Hungerthon now.
The post-game report, featuring interviews and updates from inside the Chiefs locker room. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
From the GEHA Sports Desk, here is Art Haynes.
And the Chiefs find another way. They win again, 19-17 over the Raiders, and in doing so, clinch another playoff berth. We bring back in the voice of the Chiefs, Mitch Holtis, and boy, Mitch, not looking too good there, and the Raiders got to the 32-yard line, and then disaster struck the Raiders, and the Chiefs were there to pounce.
And it's not just another playoff clinching win. It's the first team to do so with 5 weeks to spare since the 2009 Colts. And, man, what a crazy, twisting way, I should say, not twisted, but twisting way to win these games. They find another way. Yes, the Raiders down at 16-3 at one point came roaring back to get 2 touchdowns in a span of 1:46 to take the lead. So the Chiefs get stopped in the red zone, but they get a field goal to go up 19-17. But here came the Raiders. Chiefs couldn't close out the game. They had a possession to do so. Couldn't. And then the Raiders, in a 4th and 2 play, the Chiefs tried to go long to win the game, but incomplete, stopped the clock, 2-minute warning. The Raiders came back, had 3rd down and 3 at their own 32, and muff a snap. And also they had illegal formation, so that made the play legal and kept it alive. The officials discussed it, but Nick Bolton gets the fumble recovery. I don't know where to start with this one. It's nuts, crazy. The Raiders played great with a guy just off IR, only 2 real wide receivers for the most part, or 2 big targets, and the Chiefs win this game 19-17. The detractors of the Chiefs are going to lose their mind over this one.
Oh, no question about it. Now, really, kind of head-scratching decision to go deep with 2 yards to go. I mean, you just need 2 yards, essentially, to end the game, but they chose to go for the long one.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to go for the long hit. And, yes, because the only things that will help, and it's before the 2-minute warning, so the Raiders are out of timeouts, but the 2-minute warning is going to stop the clock. If you run it there on 3rd down and get stopped short, that'll make it 4th and 1 with the, so kind of basically the same scenario if you think about it. But if you get the 1st down, you end the game. So, yeah, I mean, running the ball outside of a 34-yard run in this game by Isaiah Pacheco, this is kind of the first team, at least since Kareem Hunt, and joining me, that stopped the run. And so, yeah, interesting decision. But the 2 things that the Raiders had, they had the 3 things: 2-minute warning, an incomplete pass for a penalty on the Chiefs, and they got the incomplete pass to give them a shot.
Pass protection continued to be a big problem. Mahomes was sacked 5 times, hurried many more than that. They end up moving Joe Thuney to left tackle to try to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, that's 10 sacks in 2 games. Mahomes, before last week, his career high of being sacked in his whole career was 5. And now he's had 5 in back-to-back weeks against Carolina and now the Raiders. And although the Chargers have their own issues, they've got to take on Atlanta on Sunday, they might be salivating, thinking we're going to get after Patrick Mahomes. The big question here, 2 big questions. 1, do you keep Thuney at left tackle moving forward, at least in the short term? And 2, you have DJ Humphries, the former first-round pick of the Arizona Cardinals, coming off an ACL injury. Can he be ready to play against the Chargers at left tackle, and can he be effective? So there's a lot to think about here as the Chiefs will have this little mini 2-game bye week to end this 7-game stretch after their bye, after 5 games, to talk about all this and try to get it figured out with the Chargers.
Well, it's the old bend but don't break. I mean, the Raiders statistically had more yards than the Chiefs, but kept holding them in check other than those 2 touchdowns back-to-back. Meanwhile, the Chiefs kicked 3 field goals, but turned out that was enough.
Yeah, but let's give Matthew Wright credit. He didn't know he's going to be on the team until like Monday afternoon. And I told you, he's tried now. He made all 3 of his field goals. He tried, he had 4 of them, didn't he? He had 4 field goals. He had 4 field goals, but that's 54 attempts. He's got 47 transactions. Like, if you looked at his LinkedIn page, your phone's going to blow up. Like he's been with the Steelers 4 times. He's been with us 3 times. The Jags twice. It's cut, sign, practice squad, elevated, cut, sign, cut, and with his 42-yarder, I said it was replacement kicker replacing the kicker to kick a replacement field goal. I mean, it's just been nuts. This thing is crazy. And the Chiefs are 11-1, and this is a history-making victory, though, NFL history. But I'll get to that later in the postgame.
And Butker will be back. One more week out?
Yeah, you got to play the Chargers without him. So Cleveland would be his first time back. So you just got to figure out a way to beat the Chargers and watch them Sunday, and you're going to be a Falcon fan for that game.
Okay, Mitch, thanks. Had them all the way.
Oh, yeah. All year had them all the way. Wow.
Yeah. Bud had them 19-17, and the Chiefs are 11-1. Our Gray Bar stat of the game, brought to you by Gray Bar, your distribution source for electrical, networking, and lighting. This is 14 straight wins for the Chiefs in 1-possession games. That is an NFL record. And another interesting stat is that of the Chiefs' 11 victories this year, 6 of them have come on the last play of the game. But they keep winning, and the Chargers are next a week from Sunday. That's our Gray Bar stat of the game. Now let's go to Dan Israel and Danon Hughes walking along toward the locker room.
All right, Art, thank you very much. Danon, I don't even know what to say anymore. You say it.
Dan, you hear that? You hear that in the background, Art? That's me hitting my head against the wall right here by the locker room. Love the fact that we got a win. Love the fact that we've secured a playoff position, but this is another bittersweet win. Let's be honest about it. I know it adds for great television and great listenership, but my goodness. I mean, to have the game end like that, you love the win, and I guess that's the only positive thing you can say about it.
It'll be interesting a little bit to see if the players hold their head up this week or let it fall like they did in Carolina.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to have to force to keep their head up. I mean, I've been in that locker room where you wipe the sweat away from your head and you're like, phew, we got away with that one. But then how many times do you go to the well and feel good about yourself? Yeah, we got an extended weekend, kind of a mini bye, so to speak, to kind of allow this to soak in. But there were some positives, but several negatives, and you put yourself in jeopardy again against a lesser team. I mean, a 2-9 team coming in here, even though they're the rivals and they're comfortable here at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, you got to be able to put them away, and you can't allow them to lose the game, and then we just win by default, just like the Broncos did, just like we've seen in other teams as well.
Art, Dana, and I will trade you responsibilities if you want to go into this locker room for us.
Here it is, Art. You can hear it. Can you still hear it? My head right against the wall right here.
We'll talk to you shortly from the locker room. Back to you.
All right, guys, thanks. Chiefs over the Raiders 19-17. When we come back, Mitch will have the play of the game. Then we'll go to the GEHA NFL desk. All that and more on the Chiefs Radio Network.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile.
See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
What keeps America shining red, white, and blue? Family, fun, and football with Branson, Missouri, the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs. Play like champions in Branson, choosing your family's game plan from dozens of live music shows, boundless attractions, and unbeatable outdoor beauty. Explore family fun in Branson, the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs. More at explorebranson.com.
Dream bigger with Kansas Lottery's Powerball. Drawings held 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Powerball offers you a chance to win millions. Play Kansas Lottery. proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Missouri beef farmers and ranchers know whether it's on the gridiron or in the countryside, it takes dedication, commitment, and grit. And their game plan is caring for cattle and conserving the land. Celebrate Missouri beef farmers and ranchers at beefiswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Missouri Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Hey Chiefs Kingdom, ready to create the ultimate Chiefs super fan cave? This year, Storage Mart is celebrating their 25th anniversary with storage solutions for super fans just like you. Clear out your clutter and make room for all your Chiefs gear. Whether it's old furniture, seasonal items, or more, Storage Mart makes it easy to rent affordable and convenient storage space near you. Find your ideal space and rent online today at storage-mart.com. Storage Mart is proud to be the official storage provider of Chiefs Kingdom.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
Inside breaking routes against man-to-man coverage, and then the pick route on that last play puts them in a position right here where they do not move the ball at all. You're talking about a 50-yard field goal.
And Carlson has missed 3 from 50-plus. Now the snap! The snap is muffed! It's covered up by the Raiders, or do the Chiefs have it? What a year! What a year this is! The Chiefs get a fumble recovery on a bad snap, and they're going to come out of here on Black Friday. Who's writing these scripts? Crazy. You think at the different ways the Chiefs have won this season to go 11-1, and now when they couldn't get the Raiders finished off either with a 16-3 lead at the end of the third quarter or a chance to run out the clock with the ball, the Raiders were driving for the game-winning field goal. And a bad snap, a muffed snap, snapped too soon by the rookie center Jackson Powers-Johnson to Aiden O'Connell on a play where the Raiders were lined up wrong. So it was an illegal procedure for lining up wrong. There was confusion on the field. There was this whole game. But Nick Bolton ended up recovering the ball on the bad snap, and the Chiefs win the game. And stay tuned. I'm going to tell you how historic this crazy win was later on in postgame. You're going to want to hear this because it is nuts. But that is our play of the game. The muff snap, the recovery by Bolton, the penalty on the Raiders, which allowed the play to stand, and the Chiefs go to 11-1 and stay in the 1 seed in the AFC. Coming up, we're going to head to the locker room. Dan Israel is going to be with Coach Reed, Josh Klingler and Dana Hughes, exclusive player interviews. But first, let's go back to Art Haynes and another incredible victory, Art, in another crazy way. Art Haynes is standing by at the GEHA Sports Desk.
All right, Mitch, thanks. Of course, 3 games played yesterday. It was the Lions